All right, this week on Around the Mage Table, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how hard the raid is. Apparently, all the Race World First guilds are struggling and not getting heroic down. In fact, they were beaten by a Chinese guild, allegedly. What else are we going to talk about this week?
Go
ahead. We should talk about how our keys have been going.
Oh, yeah.
How our keys been going?
Lythian,
Yeah.
Lythian, is the wheel going strong for you? No.
E-team quitters. Is E-team Toxie? You know, we're also going to talk about if we'll even get AOTC this season. We're going to talk
Not with
about
scrap.
not with scrap tanking. And just to tie it off, Frank is a robot.
All right, let's jump into it. Let's learn some more.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to yet another episode of Around the Mage Table. This is episode 97 of the podcast for the rest of us, with just under 3 weeks to go until BlizzCon. I am joined today by, as always, by Ioski. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's up?
And Scrapclaw.
Hey.
No whale sharks to start off with, but I will come back to that later.
No,
and Lythian. Oh no, hold on. She's got a Georgia Aquarium shirt on, for those who don't know.
It's a whale.
I frequently wear this one on the podcast because this is my comfy sweater.
Gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna ask AI to scrub because I feel like I've never seen that before, and I feel like you would have told it to me, given that we talk about the aquarium anyways.
I probably wear this every third podcast.
Every third podcast?
Yeah, every third.
This will be as bad though as when I thought I didn't talk as much as I do on the podcast, and then Lythian ran it through, and I was like, dominating, which we'll talk about in our community comments later. Lythian, how you doing?
I'm sad.
Why are you sad, bud? What's wrong?
Because I've had the pug, and the rejection as a DPS player is really hard for me to handle, and
I gotta say,
it's hurting my psyche.
I'm having the opposite experience.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about dungeons. All right, so the season is officially kicked off. We are now, as of recording this is Sunday, you'll see this on Monday, we have almost the entire week under our belt, but I have been out for the past couple days, so I've missed out on y'all's shenanigans. Lythian, what is the experience you have gone through? Let's start. So you are playing Survival Hunter this season, right?
I like the
I was.
smile at the camera.
I was.
What's up?
I was until my good friend Haywire, who is part of our group,
he's
decided. E-team, yes. I have a bracelet. Do you guys have a bracelet?
I do not know.
They will. Io has one. Oh, wait, no, Io's on E-team.
Io doesn't have one.
He's got a podcast one.
But either way, he decided he didn't want to play Warlock anymore. He wanted to switch to his BM Hunter, and it'd be awkward having two hunters.
Just like he did last season, by the way.
Yeah, so
much quicker though this time.
I decided to go back to my OG Feral Druid and try to pick that up again. And it's a learning curve for me. So
I don't know. Lythian, I saw you asking Zigla in guild chat today, what's the best ranged class right now? So are you already thinking about not playing Feral Druid?
No, I was yes, I am.
Return of the Blicky.
It's literally insane because we pumped Lythian's key up to a 10 and they switched off his hunter, so we pumped his druid's key up to a 10, and now he's talking about switching to something else.
Dude, you have the warrior, right? Just do arms.
I said play the warrior.
I'm not switching off Feral for right now. But I will say this season being melee is probably the worst that I've experienced in a long while.
That's what I've heard.
I think you should get used to it.
You get so much downtime just running away from circles on the ground or mechanics, and it's tough, man.
Yeah, but that's what's good about Survival Hunter is that even in downtime, like most of your abilities are ranged, and then you can use Aspect of the Eagle, so and you have very long reach, so it's like better than Feral Druid.
Be clear, I liked playing Survival Hunter, even though it's bad this season so far. I liked playing it, but we can't have two hunters in our comp. That'd be bad.
So another like short range kind of hybridy class, you could do Devourer or Demon Hunter. How about that? No.
I I watched you die on that like
It's
over and over
suffering.
last season.
Let's hear. So we'll pull it up, and again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take a second here to fix something that I didn't do pre-show.
The only class I would play, I would play Arcane Mage if my mage was 90, but he's not, or Demonology Warlock. Those are the only 2 range classes I like.
So when I looked at this early in the week, Arcane was not S. It was kind of like middle A, I'd say. It seems to have officially climbed. Now, we knew it was going to be meta-ish because so many people were running it. But you are right. I mean, survival of the 3 is not being played. It does seem that it can beat out BM. Maybe it's toe-to-toe with BM. But again, this is one of those things where I feel like it's only because people have flocked to something else. You only have 446 parses in the high keys versus 3.5 and, almost 2K.
The PM just got tuned up, so...
Survival's getting tuned up.
Yeah, the 4%'s not going to help it.
But look, I love seeing... Look at the Warriors and the Rogues are having a season. That's nice to see because they rarely have a good season.
That seems to be because... sorry. When I looked at it earlier, it looked more Fizz compy, but it doesn't seem that way anymore.
Mages.
Oh, this is
NA has been doing a lot more Fizz comp. China's been doing more of what people predicted the comp was going to be.
They're ahead of the curve. Oh yeah,
there it is. Okay, so this is NA.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that Feral Druid.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I am surprised to see. Why is that? That's so strange. What's EU doing?
A
little bit.
Oh
of
wow!
both.
Look at all the Death Knights.
A little bit of both. Wow, and Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bears not bad.
If we look back at the breakdown, or sorry, meta. Here we go. And again, I think this is NA only, if I remember correctly. Is this NA only? I don't even know. I never thought about that. That's so strange. I would never thought regions would have been handling things differently.
What's with all the bears, bro? I haven't seen any bears.
What bears? Where do you see bears?
Guardians.
When I checked this early in the
end
week,
of last season.
Well, no, but when I checked this early in the week, though, there were a lot of bears, and I thought, oh, maybe people were just kind of like hanging on.
Guardian's good, man.
Squishy? Is this Squishy?
Squish Vegan.
No. Squish Vegan is not
someone
Squishy.
Okay.
The guy from
someone else. Okay, but yeah, like I mean, it seems to be he's the only bear that's done high keys. I'm actually curious. Let's pull this up. Done by level. Here we go. So like, sorry, go on.
That comp right there. It looks like they have a shaman in as one of the DPS as opposed to one of the healers. So they might just have a bear because
then you mark.
They don't need like a feral or whatever. Yeah, so they don't need a brewmaster because they have the monk healing. So
yeah,
swapping around.
Well, this is week 1 of the first season. Okay, season 1 midnight, and they had some 18s. Let's see, a total of 115 timed 18s and 8 19s. If we then go to this season, we've only seen 30. Oh, sorry. Oh, there was an attempted 19, but it didn't go. So 49 so far. Granted, Monday night seems to be the night that we see a huge bump in this number, so I'm not ready to call it yet. But I wanted to ask you, how do you feel the difficulty of the season's going so far comparatively?
It feels similar to last season, at least the 10s do. I think the dungeons do end up being a little bit more difficult overall because I think some of them, like Altar Fangs, for example, has a lot of pass fail that aren't just throughput related. It's like kicks and coordination and stuff like that. So I think that as far as something like that, maybe it is slightly more difficult, but I feel like at least in the more like pedestrian, like the 10 to 12 range, it feels like very similar to last season, in my opinion.
So yeah, Altar Fangs has the highest fail rate. What percent? Let's see. 84%? No, 82%. But it's not like horrifically off. And actually, I'm surprised at Den.
We've seen way worse.
I feel like we've had the easiest time with Den so far this week, but they are nerfing their altar though. I don't know if this happened already or if this is coming on Tuesday. It does seem like they're already live. Okay, so already live. Where they went after a lot of those pass fail issues, including, for example, the blood sacrifice from the ritual chieftains. The totems themselves do a little less damage. The septic spatter no longer creates a puddle at the corpse of the venom leech, which was it goes everywhere, so it's nice to know there's somewhere safe to stand. Paralyzing shot reduced by 50%. The Ravenous Ascents, which like to slam the shit out of the tank, have been halved, and that's huge for the tanks. And they're also slower, so easier to kite. The mini boss's health has been nerfed, I mean significantly, I guess is the way. And then the high evolutionists have more time this was, I think, the biggest one causing problems.
Yeah, Venom is fucking brutal.
Well, and Venom is itself an issue, but the Mass and Venom,
yeah,
once they evolved, which again, the cooldown was increased to make sure it doesn't happen as frequently. And honestly, I don't think this was necessarily a problem unless you had some insanely big pools, which they might have to be doing on the super high keys right now. But it's just that no one knows that they like have to deal with this. I think that's the problem.
They don't know what to kick. Yeah.
This goes, well, it's not, you can't kick it, you have to stun it. And this goes back to my point in M0, right? Like no one was learning anything. Now, granted, some people in our comments were saying, well, that's what week 1 is really for. It's okay to fail keys. And yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then of course there were some other things, like the bosses were,
I like that the Ritual of Fang occurs a little bit later. I did
this is good.
brick some pugs where it's like before they even knew what was going to happen, we wiped, you know?
There is a funny situation I had in Altar of Fangs where the tank didn't understand the mechanic on the first boss. So we had wiped that night, explained it to him. And we got to the last boss, and I didn't know that there was a mechanic where you have to stand in the line even if it's not on you to lose stacks, or you just randomly die. And so I thought it was funny that we both helped each other out in that situation. Because
let it be known to everyone that has heard me talk about Keystone Kindergarten, of the 4 of us on this podcast, 3 of them have not watched it, and the other made them. So I am disappointed in all 3 of you.
Me too.
Timed it though.
That's all I got. Listen,
Timed it though.
why would I watch Keystone Kindergarten when I have the kindergarten teacher present in my keys? You know, I don't need.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we talk about that for a second? Right, and this is not directed at Scrap, even though she's bringing it up. We talked about the Posy journey, right? And this is how we grow. And I have not implemented that yet because in the 2 nights that I think we did keys,
start.
It was excruciating to me that I would be doing the Keystone Kindergarten callouts, right? I'd be like, all right, we need to mark our targets. We need to kick this. Who's going to handle that, right? And none of it was happening. Only, and I'm sorry, Lythian, I'm going to throw you a little on the bus here because you would then criticize other people like, they're not kicking, they're not interrupting. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? We've got work to do of our own, right? So yeah, it's been very painful for me. I'm going to try to bring that Posy back. Okay.
But you know what, Frank? You were gone for a couple days and we were pugging keys and figuring it out. So we've got a little bit more.
You were PPing?
Yeah, we did a little PP. We also did some more community like keys. So we've been figuring it out. We don't need the kindergarten teacher to supervise us all the time.
We'll see.
Most of the time.
We'll see
about that. We'll see about that.
But I ask you, I gotta give you credit. Like by the time I was able to log in on Tuesday, you were already timing 10s. It seemed. Right?
Yeah.
So getting them done, getting your portals.
Yeah, I do this. I've started doing this thing as of last season where I get on, I try to just get right into like a 5 or something, which usually they're not usually super picky that early in the day.
Yeah.
And then time that, then just try to get your way into like an 8 or like a 7. And then as soon as you time that, just like shoot your shot with like some 10s. And eventually you'll get into 1 and then just the first one we did was Temple, so I was a little nervous that might be a tough one, but we did it. And then once you get like the first one, then it's like a snowball. Eventually people who have them posted will be like, well, we timed 1, so you could probably time this one. And then that's just kind of.
Yeah, but you're also playing a healer.
Yeah, that helps.
No, Lythian, I will say my Arcane Mage, I got into an 8 early, and because I got into an 8, everyone saw I had done an 8, and they're like, oh, he's fine. And maybe it took a little bit of time, like maybe 2-3 minutes. But I was in a key no later than 5 minutes because I had that one right away,
I definitely used to stress about like on Tuesday, I wanted to like slam a key up really fast so I can pug in because on Tuesday you can use your score from last season a lot. Like you can say, oh yeah, like this last season, I know I have 0 now, and you can get up to that 10 really quick.
Yeah.
Right. But like you can get up to a 10 relatively quickly. Whereas if you log on Friday and you're like, okay, I'm ready to start, it's kind of too late. But
that's why I have friends.
I've been a lot more relaxed because I'm just kind of like I'm gonna log on and I'm pump up keys with whoever is in the community because I'm still learning stuff, so I'm happy to do it, like hammer it out in 2s, 5s, 7s. So.
Yeah, but that's not what you. Sorry, go on.
What?
No, it's okay. For some reason, I get like especially on the first day, I get like weird key anxiety where I'm just like, I just want to make sure I can just get at least like 110 just to
Yeah.
make sure I can
I
get like the rest filled or just like get the portals. Like I don't know why, just like the first week I
I
like really have to do that.
I really used to get that like hardcore.
I was gonna say,
I
Script,
don't
though,
care.
you weren't online on Tuesday though. We had to push up
Yeah,
Lythian's
I
key in
was at a
preparation for you, and then you threw it away.
I was at a concert, so I wasn't home on Tuesday at all. But on Wednesday, I was there working the keys.
working them real good.
Working the keys,
Um,
tickling the ivories, even.
So any updates to y'all's feelings on the dungeons? Any things that you're like, oh, I've turned 180 on this one. I don't like it anymore.
Murder Row, I don't get it. It seems boring.
You don't get it?
A lot of people are gonna be running it because there's like a really good crit trinket in it. So I think that's gonna be the heart of win from last season. That you're gonna hear people be like, "Oh yeah, I've run like 20 murder rows because I want this trinket."
Guess I'm
It's
gonna have
just
to
not.
run it.
It's just not made an impact on me. It doesn't feel like it's particularly hard. It doesn't seem like it's particularly interesting. I don't know. Something about
I
it.
like
It just
murder.
feels very bland. Like they forgot to flavor it or something.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I'll say I didn't really know much about King's Rest going into the season, but I actually like that one a lot more now that I've had a chance to do
Right?
it
You
in
love it,
Plus
don't you?
version.
How fucking sick is it, dude? It's epic. Dude's
it's
getting
okay.
shoved into
I don't know, Scrap.
guys.
I don't
It's
know.
alright.
You don't like it?
I'm starting to wane on it.
You're souring on King's
It's just
Rest?
because the bosses are the last boss is fine, but even then I haven't done it as DPS yet, other than on PTR. But the first boss is neutered compared to what it was, and that's maybe
It
okay.
is. Yeah.
The second boss was always a joke. I mean, you just have to make sure you get things out of the coffin and you're fine. And
I
that
like the second boss.
that just requires people to know how the mechanic works.
There's also kicks on the second boss with the mummies. If they have like an envenom cast that goes on everybody.
Well, it's not Venom, it's
Just the
withering
healer-
disease, but yeah.
just the
Yeah,
healer
that's what I
complained
mean.
about it.
Yeah.
It's
No,
fine.
Well-
but Scrap, like, I mean, if you have a tank that's worth anything, right? They will be able to at least get one, if not be able to deal with the second, right? And give your DPS a
one.
chance to figure it out.
Yeah, we were kind of going in guerrilla mode, and we didn't have the those things at our disposal.
When you say we, who is tanking?
I think Phoenix was thinking what I'm thinking of when we did it. We did the 6.
Yeah.
I think King's Rest for me, it doesn't really stand out in terms of like bosses or even really the mobs that much because it's kind of linear, but I don't know, just something about I just kind of like the theme of it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I
That's why
could
don't mind
I could get that vibe.
enjoy going there.
The
so.
sounds, the knock.
But I really wish they didn't change the third boss. I know it's probably best for the overall WoW environment to have a systematic 3 bosses in a row. But I loved when it was random. I loved when you might have had to deal with something more challenging. I don't know.
Take it at face value for what it is. I'd like it. It's got a lot of variety in it. Avoid the things. You got to do a soak. You got to kill a specific thing before the other ones and stuff. And then it's kind of happening at the same time. I think that'll be more fun on higher keys for sure.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So Murder Row, bad. King's Rest, good. Lythian, anything you've changed face on?
No, I mean, I'm having trouble with getting
Blinding
like no. You're having trouble with Blinding
we had
Veil,
trouble
not
with
me.
Blinding Veil.
But you know what, Frank?
Yeah.
Later in the week, I did it and it was fine.
But I have trouble finding Murder Row keys out there. I feel like when we were doing my key, we would get the same 2 keys back to back all the way
It was a
up.
bit
And
weird. Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a bug or what, but it's really bothering me.
Well, it was
because
like
I have,
it went
2 keys
Den,
built up.
Ruby, Den, Blinding Veil, Den, Ruby, Den, Blinding Veil.
that happened the day after Frank too. It was the exact same thing. It would go from one key, other key, one key, other key, and we were like, "Dude, what is going on?"
I want some variety in my key, not
Variety.
the same ones over and over.
I've done
So-
all of these now on at least a 6, I think, except for Altar of Fangs, and I think Altar of Fangs is really cool. I think Ruby Life Pools I still love it. The last boss seems a little bit neutered. I don't know exactly.
They
what's
all seem
about
neutered.
it.
They all seem neutered now.
Yeah, but we gotta get a little higher, a little
Sure.
bit higher.
Yeah,
see
but
how it
Scrap,
feels.
remember when we got to our first set of 10s in season 1 of Dragonflight? And granted, again, it was everything
Yeah,
about it was harder. But like it destroyed Shawnee as a healer. He never wanted to come back.
No, these are definitely tuned down. I would say like probably at the 12 level. Like if we somehow pumped a key up to 12, we would have that moment again.
What level key do you think is going to tear Scrap down? That's the question.
None. I'm like a god of healing.
All right, let's open up MDL. Here we go.
Make a bet.
Yeah.
I'd say 12s. I think 12.
You think 12?
Key number will break Scrap?
Dude, it's week 1 and I'm doing okay in 10s.
And we'll have this we'll say by week 3.
Sure. You think if I last past week 3, then no one wins?
I'm going to say 13, actually. 13. That's what I'm going to say. 13.
Dude, I'm going to get kitted to the teeth by week 3, like obscenely so.
Well, you've already crafted your weapon. I just got a hero weapon out of Altar of Fangs.
I'm 301, baby. Like I'm up there.
I'm still 290. I still got some season 1 items.
I do too. I still have a season 1 chess piece, like 266.
I'm not getting any drops on my druid, man. Like we did all those keys. I got nothing. Huh?
You always bitch about not getting drops, but I think you do get drops.
I'm not bitching about it. I just what drop did I get?
I don't think you do enough keys to get drops. You should get a drop like 2 out of 5 times, right?
Well, yeah, let's talk about that also. So I feel like we breezed over E-Team completely a bit, not completely, because Scrap and I
imploding.
Yeah, but E-Team.
No, you were even talking about.
I was talking about it just because I was like, well, if we're gonna do this, let's do this. But you know,
E-Team is still E-Team. They just some of them switched off their wheel characters because
the wheel's collapsing, not E-Team.
Well, let me talk about this because this was a very contentious wheel. This wheel, we rolled 3 times, which I still stand by is against the spirit of the wheel to keep rolling it over and over. And then so we even cheated the wheel a little bit, and then still it fell apart.
Look what happened. The wheel came back. The wheel knew. It's like
I blame you because the second you quit, I was like, well, I fucking have to do this. It's like, well, you don't, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and then we just can't have 2 hunters in our comp, so I'm like,
Lythian is lucky he's got an excuse, but he really quickly was like, okay, I'll pay somebody else. Like he wasn't broken about it at all.
I'm not sad about it because survival isn't that great right now, but I like playing it. Survival is fun to play. I like throwing bombs, but Feral's a bit rough for me, but it's fine. I just I don't know. So our comp, I don't know what Frank is playing anymore because he mentioned a paladin.
No, he's gonna do BDK. I think he was getting FOMO from everybody quitting. He wanted to quit too.
No, I did a temple on my prop paladin, and I just was like, oh man, this feels great, and I love doing it. But sorry, go on.
I've noticed that from ones that I've had, they definitely feel like they're a lot sturdier than they were last season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's just, I'm worried that when we get to a point where I'm going to get slapped around a lot, I'm going to be frustrated because it's one of those things where it's kind of like healing, right? Where like, it's just, when it's easy, it's just whatever. And I'm just going with the flow and, you know, but then once it gets hard, it's like, oh shit, if I make a single mistake, and blood of all specs is like, you know, if you make a single mistake, it shows.
Yeah.
And so I just worry that I'll be like annoyed with it, but you know, I'm going to sit tight for a while on blood.
Okay, so our comp is Blood DK, Mistweaver Monk, BM Hunter, Feral Druid, and
you, viewer.
Nice.
So you guys have not, you spent all weekend running keys with them and you have not found our 5th for E-Team?
No, E-Team, E stands for extra guy. So it's 4 of us.
Extra guy? Why can't it be us?
Technique is officially gearing. Arms is doing well.
Yeah.
Arms is going to get nerfed.
Yeah. So right now we have an extra guy slot open. So we just run with whoever.
Well, let's talk. Yeah. He said arms are going to get nerfed. We have our 2nd week of tuning, and it seems like I should say anything that happened was a buff. No nerfs that I could tell. Right. So Frost got a little bit of a buff. And I say a little, all abilities by 6%. That's huge. And Obliterate. 2 of the Demon Hunter specs got a buff. Although I will say Devour, I'm not seeing it in the keys I'm in. Right, poor Devours are down bad.
Because I think you see
one
Devour
with
and
the
organized play, they're not like pugging because it's ass, especially like to pump a key up.
that one guy was playing it. That Mojo's friend was
Yeah, but he
playing
was
it.
having a bad time because the key
Well,
was
he
too
was still
small.
playing it.
Yeah, he was, but he was only playing it because his other character was bugged. Remember?
Yeah, his mage was bugged.
Yeah, and then the
But
second he was like, "Oh, the bug's resolved,"
oh,
he switched to his mage.
I did look at Resto Druid, and I think Resto Druid is going to make a comeback, which is
Well,
sad for Feral.
was this in our
But
Discord or did I just see this on Twitter where people were like kicking druids immediately? They're like, dude, they're parsing the lowest on meters. And it's like, Jesus Christ, are you like this early in the season? That's what you're doing? Did we talk about that in
dude,
Discord or was that something else?
No, I
I
haven't
don't
heard
know.
that.
I don't know where you guys talked about it, but
Yeah.
I'm
It might have been
getting,
Twitter that I was just like following a thread.
I'm getting rejected a lot. Just
As
sadness.
a resto druid?
No, Feral.
No,
No,
just
Feral.
the
Well,
yeah,
Feral
but
Druid.
But then we gotta roll together, you know, like because I
Yeah.
swear I just like pick a key on the list. I'm like, I'll have that one, and I get into it. Like,
I don't think anybody's kicking healers out. That's wild.
No,
No, yeah,
they
I'm not getting
and you
Well,
know,
that's what it says
one
they were.
doth not make, you know, the trend, right? But it was something that people are like, oh yeah, that happened to me, blah blah. And you know, it's the same thing we had with that warlock that said that it took, you know, 2 hours to get invited to a key, and we're just like, what are you doing? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, user
Wow.
error.
Because like even
It
when we were
doesn't-
doing like affliction and the wheel, I did not have that kind of trouble.
Yeah.
It doesn't take me 2 hours to get into a key. If I want to get in, I get in, but it just takes a little bit longer. Than
I will
like.
I will say though, I don't know if you guys had this trouble. Trying to, you know, because we always talk about just use your own key. That strategy this week was non-viable because I tried.
I feel like
Yeah,
last
you just
season
sit there.
as well. Last season it wasn't either.
No, I had
And
no
the
trouble
first
last
week,
season.
and the first week.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I was on my mage. I was like, look, I got to get some keys done before I go out of town. And I was like, I'll just do my 2. I'm going to get a bonus roll. That's what I'm aiming for anyways. And yeah, I put it up and not a soul tried to queue at all, right? And I think someone in our Discord posted like a video of them scrolling through how many 2s there were with a single player in it. So yeah, that was a little brutal. Now hopefully you
But
got into a
here's
key
the
and you'll have a new
thing.
key next week.
Let's say you're a tank and you're logging on late in the week. You have 0 score, 0 key. Are you going to apply to someone's 2 or are you going to try to apply to a 5?
I'm not.
Like-
I'm not saying that the
fives are
the
looking for
tank part of
tanks
it's different.
also.
It's just that not a single DPS. You know, people sometimes are just so desperate. They're like, look, that guy's alone. I'm more likely to get in with him than anyone else, right? That didn't bear fruitful at all. Yeah.
Because they
anyways.
also know no tank is applying to it too, so they're not trying to waste their
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard week to be a solo player for sure.
And actually, I don't think it was on my 2-hour dad tune. I think it was on Frankenberry itself. But I was in a group where we had a, you know, I got into it. Full group was like a 7 Denim Nalarak, I think. And the tank was AFK, so the person kicked him. And then we sat for what felt like 25 minutes waiting for another tank, not a single soul applying. And I was just like, holy shit, this is why, hopefully, if you are ever willing to try tanks, go out and do it. Scrap. As you see how easy it is as a healer, just imagine how much more easier it is as a tank.
Or late this week when Lythian was switching his characters, we had to bump up a 2 and we couldn't find a tank. I tanked the key.
Yeah.
I tanked the altar thing. I was like, we're not gonna find a fucking tank. Like, we better just go.
Speaking of here, so let's keep looking at this. Evokers got some buffs, it looks like, and that will only shoot them up the tier list in China, I'm sure. BM and Survival got some buffs, so you know, it seems like AoE for Beastmaster and Survival just in general got a flat 4%. Which, but again, this is another thing. The picture of where it's like how much does this improve Survival? And it's like about 4%.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
very funny, very funny Survival.
Very funny.
Frost getting a buff, and they are again looking. No, not at this. Looking at this number. Yeah, I flashbanged you. Frost is down bad as they are. Boop, right there. And what else we got? So Brewmaster getting a buff. Now, Scrap, you tanked as Brewmaster in a key and in raid this week.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a natural.
Apparently, they're getting slapped around in raid.
I felt like, remember when we did that hard part, or like the thing's gonna hit us hard?
Yeah, we're
I went down to like 1 health. Like, so I had to use a big defensive on it, and then I went to like 25% health. Like,
and Cadet was giving you blessing of sacrifice.
Yeah,
too.
I started asking for it, but I had kind of assumed that was just because I wasn't geared very well.
Do you save your Celestial Infusion for those hits?
Yeah, I used the biggest one. What was it? I don't remember what it's
She
called.
used Fortifying Brew and
yeah, Fortifying
yeah,
Brew.
but did you put the Heal Absorb on you as well? Or
no, I didn't put that
shield?
on also. Why would I do both?
Says the woman who hit 1 health.
So you don't hit 1 health?
Can I get
It's
your
higher than
blessing of sacrifice? I
0.
don't want to use my Celestial Brew, please.
Yeah, well, that's the only like big defensive I used the entire raid fight is the Fortifying Brew.
I think the issue is you and not
Well, I think my
anyway.
my gear wasn't that good, but
Were you one buttoning the whole time?
hell yeah, dude! I'm not trying to learn tank.
Oh,
it's also really easy.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not necessary.
It's like 4 buttons.
Yeah, you can definitely one button as a tank and raid if you're not, mythic raiding.
Yeah. I'm a little worried. Are we doing heroic next week? Like
no, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, good. God, thank you. Because 1, I didn't learn the fights on Tuesday, but 2, I got slapped around so bad on normal. I'm worried I'm gonna be like you last season.
Oh.
Well, in fairness, Brew is apparently the prop paladin of this season, so yeah.
Yeah,
Ret getting some increases, good for them. Warlock, Affliction getting a lot. Demonology getting a lot. Again, you guys switch off these specs and then they buff the shit out of them.
Dude, I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna switch back to Demonology. Don't tell Scrap.
I don't care.
And Prot Warrior is getting a little more magic damage reduction.
Wait, I care.
I don't care.
Pissing me off.
I do care.
I forgot that I care.
Oh, okay.
All in all, how are you guys feeling? I mean, is this exactly what you're hoping for? Is it, are you energized?
If nothing else, we are having a blast in these keys.
We had some really fun keys. Yeah, and we had a big rotating cast of people come in. Mojo was in, his friend came in.
I see Pleb is back.
Yeah, I haven't run with Pleb yet, but I saw Technique was running earlier, and we did a lot with Fear and Stoop and a couple pugs and stuff.
I got a message from Technique, I think Saturday night. And he's like, all right, let's go. You going to run me through these keys? And I was like, no, I'm out of town, but Scrap and Lythian and all of them are running. You should ask them. And he goes,
he didn't.
I think I'd rather just do some delves. I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, he was being a mole person, bro. Like he didn't even jump in Discord.
Technique doesn't like the shenanigans.
I think he doesn't like the talking. He's like, why is everyone talking so much? Which is fucking ironic coming
it's
from
so
him.
ironic because he sits there and plays Dota and talks to Dota.
No, it goes beyond that, Scrap. Were you in Discord the night he was like doing Classic with a friend that his friend is in Japan, and they were like just nonstop, just like yapping at each other. It was insanity.
I've heard him talk to his wife and his daughter, just like full open mic while we're like talking about something else. So it is unbelievably ironic that he doesn't like the talking.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, I haven't had a chance. I haven't heard a lot about you, a lot from you on this. Then
Aski has not pulled up at all, even once.
Yeah, he doesn't play with us.
Yeah,
he watched me do it the other night, and
you said on the stream. Yeah,
you said something. I can't remember what it was. It was funny. You like mocked me for something. I can't remember what it was.
He's only appered to mock.
So many.
That's it. He's only here to laugh at me as he's got his 3K already.
No. I don't have 3K. No,
guys. Do you think IO dropped because he's just like, this E team's not good enough for me? I'm just like, I'm the type of guy that's gonna MDI. He's gonna join a different team for MDI.
I think the E team juice is not worth the squeeze. Like we put people through the fucking ringer and don't even get them IO points. So I totally understand.
We can't hold that last slot to save our lives.
No, we can't. I don't know why. We're such good personalities.
I know.
Are we just like, are we just not it?
Much?
We're just not it, dude. Just tell us.
We're just too much squeeze.
To be fair, when I said, hey guys, I'm gonna drop out of the wheel, I'm still gonna play Paladin. If Scrap doesn't want to heal, that's fine. I'll play Rep for you guys. And then afterwards, you guys were just saying, oh no, we need a new DPS. We need new DPS. So I just assumed you guys didn't want me.
Yeah, we want you.
Oh no! I don't know if that's how it
bring
went.
us your key next week.
No, in fairness, that is what we did say. But I think maybe if I said it because I was under the assumption since you weren't raiding with us, you were focusing more on Classic. So that may be my fault, Ioski. I'm sorry.
All right, you're back in.
All right, number 5.
Expect you have to come post raid on Tuesday, post raid on Thursday, and all day Wednesday. Those are our hours.
We'll discuss
I
that, I
don't know if
guess.
those
But
are ours.
So
Yeah, he's back
Ours.
out.
let's
He's
actually
out.
talk
He's out
about that
again.
for a second.
What
Is
just one
everyone's
key
what's
post
everyone's
raid Tuesday?
goal this season?
I want to have
Uh,
fun.
To have fun, to enjoy each other's company.
and
Any-
get title.
Are you
do you want to get title?
Are you gonna get mount? Are you gonna go for the mount this
The
season?
1% title, maybe. Yeah,
See,
let's do it.
That's what I was thinking last week. I was like, oh man, if Holy's gonna be good this season, maybe I'll just like go ham and try to get the 1%. And just like 1 week of just like filling my vault with 10s, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it will require that much of a runway
Go hard.
to do it.
No,
you
here's-
know it
here's the
really
thing.
well, and as long as it stays strong, which it, I mean, unless they nerf it 15% every week for the next 8 weeks, it'll just be back where it
Yeah,
was
right.
last season. But like MDI, for example, do you guys feel like we can do better this season?
I'm ready.
We think we could do better every season, and then what happens? We're old people with no time, and we
That's
just
so
don't.
true.
We don't
Oh,
have.
dude, speaking of old people, I threw some attempts on the question mark.
All
I
right,
have
let's talk about that then. Yeah.
8 times gotten to the 3rd memory game and whiffed it. My memory
right.
is so fucking bad. And I will not do the add-on, but like my memory's so bad.
How?
My
Um,
second,
But other than that, it's easy.
Io, you've done it, right?
yeah, my second pull, I got past the 3rd memory game, and I was not able to clutch it because I got low and like I didn't have something to like heal myself, so I was like running trying to kite it and accidentally run into a poison circle, and then unfortunately it would be like another like 13-ish pulls before I finally killed it. So it's just,
Yeah.
I wish I could have got it on the second one, but
And-
That would have been pretty
Yeah,
and
I
what
did it.
spec did you guys try it in?
It's really easy on Mistweaver because I literally have only been killed by the memory game. Like occasionally I like mess up or whatever, but like literally you like can't die if you're just doing your rotation.
I was going between Holy and Rhett. I liked Rhett a little better because the fight would go faster, but I ended up doing it on Holy because when you're a DPS and Valeera is a healer, she'll get the D-spell for you, but you have to take care of the kick, which I think like will one-shot you. So there would be some times where when he'd be doing the memory game, his ad would need you to go kick him. And there was one time where I had to kind of run into where the cone was to try to kick him last minute. And since I was Rhett, my kick is really short range. And then unfortunately I got hit by the thing. So I was like, okay, I either need to choose the dispel or the kick. So I was like, I'll just do the healing and let her take care of the kick because she'll kick it every time if she's the DPS. But if you're the DPS, you have to worry about it. So it was just one less thing I had to worry about.
She's so fucking annoying with the ad where she slows it down. I'm like, I want the ad with me so I can like get it down before the memory game's over. Like, and she's just like slowing it. I'm like, stop! She's pissing me off. I saw she got killed by the memory game once. I was like, what the heck is happening?
Oh, mine
On like
never
my
died. I
second
didn't realize
attempt.
that. That's
Yeah,
wild.
dude, like literally my second attempt, she died to the memory game. I was like,
Wait, but Scrap,
how?
did you get it done or are you still working on it?
No, I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I just did it for like I was keeping track with my battle pots, but I think I threw it like 30 times at it.
Oh,
All
well.
right, Scrap.
Yeah,
You need to go
that's low. That's low for
Look,
me. It normally take me, like,
Lythian's about to,
70.
or not Lythian, Leo's about to get a ton of MDL sheet.
Oh, I can definitely get it. My memory needs to be better, but I will not get the add-on. I'm
No, I
gonna have to
agree with you on
figure
that.
it out.
No.
I was even thinking about asking Darren. I was like, Darren, can you remember this for me and then tell me
Honestly,
like
So I
Yeah.
was going to use the add-on because I didn't really care, but the one I had was so weird to use because you needed to stand a certain way each time. So I said, screw it, I'm just going to try it natty. And actually, I don't know, it's actually not that difficult. The way I did it was, so I put a marker on each quadrant. And
Yeah,
then
that's what I have.
and then once it started, I would be like, okay, we start on star, and then I just talked myself through it. I'm like,
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
across,
doing, but
Star,
I
left,
can't.
circle,
'cause,
star,
like,
circle, star.
left.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Yeah,
it's like-
that sounds fucking easy, but for some reason on the 7, I can't remember 7 things in a row. It's just not possible. My
Well,
brain's
and I
bad.
mean, there's this ad you have to deal with, interrupts, and so like that is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just remembering 7 things in a row,
Or
you know.
yeah.
Well, I
that's
also just can't do that.
another thing to keep in mind too is sometimes like you can phase it at a really bad time to where you need to be dodging blobs too. So it's
Yeah,
always
my
good to
first
kind of
my first couple attempts was figuring that out because like the DPS I was doing it like perfectly lined up where I would get blobs at that time, so I have to like slow DPS in
Mhm.
order to not get that. But once I figured that out, it's frustrating because it's like I'm not having trouble with any of the mechanics. I literally am like half asleep because it takes so long on my healer, and then I like, dude, you just have to remember 7 things in a row, and I literally can't. It's so sad.
And what was I gonna say? It had to do with the memory game, not remembering it. Oh yeah, sometimes too, it's weird. You'll just get these patterns where it's literally just like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you're like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
I think that's how I'm gonna clear it. Is I'm just gonna get lucky.
I one shot at the single question mark because I had 3 of them, and the first one you can just memorize like it's 3, whatever it was, it's fine. But like my last one, I was like, okay, this might be, and it was just like left, right. I was like, hell yes.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm gonna kill it. The last phase is that.
Lythian, you said you haven't tried it yet?
No, not yet.
Damn. Okay. Well, let's just take a sidestep into more delve stuff real quick because Scrap, you have been enjoying the power leveling experience of Valeera.
I did, but
right?
I didn't finish it in time.
Why do you say
level 59 or whatever? Because you
why
can't pick
time?
up the things anymore.
You can again. So
you can again.
They did stop it for reasons unknown, right? Ayaski came in hot saying this was an exploit, dude. Right? Ayaski, you were upset with this.
De-level your Valeeras. That would be annoying.
Yeah, well, mine was leveled. I mean, if they decided they wanted to change it, it would be what it is. I already had it done, so I didn't care. But like to me, I just felt like, the curio or whatever does what it says it does. You run over it, you get it. They give experience. They don't penalize you for restarting the delve after you've collected them all. Like it's just how systems of the game interacting with each other. And if they made a mistake and didn't realize that was going to be what people did, then it is what it is. But like I don't think they should take that away from everyone, at least this season. If you want to do it different next season, then whatever. But it's like if you made a mistake in developing it, I don't think it's fair that you take it away, especially after so many people have already used it, to take it away from everyone else.
It also takes a decent amount of like time and effort. Like maybe that's not what they intended. Like they want you to level her slowly over the season, but it's not like you just like getting it instantly. You have to like grind it.
Yeah.
It was
so
surprising.
They returned it already. You can get it now?
So it is fixed, right? They are giving them experience again. But what I was surprised about was, well, one, how many people were actually doing this. I thought this would be like a nothing burger and whatnot. But I was surprised when I saw the tweet from Mr. GM and Ayaski. I was like, why did Blizzard let this go on so long? Because I felt like this was the one thing everyone was talking about last week. And like, why did it make it till midweek of this, the official start of the season to fix it? So,
maybe
given
they
that there was
didn't know what to do about it. Like, because it's kind of a edge issue where it's like, it's kind of okay. It's not exactly an exploit. So there might have been people arguing about what to do about it.
Yeah, I don't know. But you were enjoying the process, Scrap?
I love it. I love like a walk around and pick things up game, and it's so chill. I put on a true crime and I was just doing it. I am going to do this again. Like maybe not tonight because I have to get up early tomorrow, but I really enjoyed doing this, and I only got her up to like 58, 59, and I was like, oh, that's probably fine. Like, but now I might finish her out.
Well, I had a little. Oh, go ahead, ask.
It's definitely not the worst of any kind of grind I've had to do in a video game. It certainly isn't the most fun thing ever, but as far as how you do it, and you just run around in a circle, like Scrap said, to have like something on your other monitor or a podcast or something, and just go and just spend a whole Sunday doing it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I had a crash out for it because
Frank had a crash out about it. Well, one, we were trying it on the day that it was like the hardest.
Yeah, that's why I think. Mobs. Yeah, I did it the day before when it was like the good variant of the delve, and I was like, this is annoying, but whatever. I was honestly only getting annoyed with the traps, right? Because I just constantly was hitting the spikes that would make you bleed, and as a tank, that's like the only thing that hurts you.
Other trap, like.
Holy cow! And then the second day when I found out Scrap was doing it, I think we were just hanging out, getting them done.
We're all in Discord doing it all at the same time. It was fun.
And I was crashing out because I was like, not only was the trap still annoying the shit out of me, but then I started talking to you all about like, oh, what kind of experience level are you getting from this? And then someone said, oh, I'm getting 4,000 plus or whatever from it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like level 70. Why am I only getting 2,000? We did a little digging around only to find out that as you hit like either every 5 levels or every 10 levels, whichever, like it will increase the amount of experience you get from the curios, but also increase the amount of experience you need from Valeera to level.
So it's a nothing burger.
And so I'm like, wait, why the fuck are they doing this then? Right? Like just getting angry about it. Luckily on the last, the final day I did it, it went back to the variant that was easy. I was like, okay, I'm not crashing out anymore. But I did see on every entrance of my delve when I was picking up my curios, a new graveyard stone for my boy Ioski.
Yeah.
It literally would have a minute indicator, like this one was at 441, this one was at 442, this was at 443. I had to stop posting them in Discord because there were so many of them.
It was every 2 minutes on the 2 minutes he died.
A lot of deaths will happen in that one, so just be mindful if you do it.
And the thing is, I died a couple of times, and no one has seen my graveyard yet. Scrap, I know, has died a couple times. Lythian, I think you even died a couple of times.
But also, every time I did it, I was searching. I was checking the graves every single time, and I didn't find it. One time I found Lythian's. That was
you found mine when you killed me.
Yeah. No, I didn't kill you. You got hit by a circle, you donkey.
No, you were supposed to stun something and you just didn't do it. Even though you said you're gonna do it.
I did.
He died twice.
Yeah, he died twice, but like immediately after we did the 11 with him, I went back in.
You're like, oh look, there it is.
I was like, oh, there's his grave. So that's the only one I found, but I don't know. You just got lucky. You got the IO grave like cycle.
Best feature ever added to a game.
So funny. Did you see that there's a cosmetic you can buy with delve currency that changes your gravestone to cooler gravestones?
Yeah, there were a couple.
That's why
of
some of them are different.
It's like 20 of them.
Yeah.
Well, Scrap,
that's so cool.
With this achievement, with the question mark, you get a toy that I think shows you what place you finished in all of the the people who've done it.
Oh, but I'm so far behind at this point.
26,665th, baby.
That's yours.
26.
Oh, dude! If only you had waited one more second, you could have 26666.
I know, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he would have been able to control that, but sure.
Mine's 26665, so it's pretty close.
Is there a way you can track it, like what number has been beaten, so you can try to get a specific number?
I doubt it. I mean, you could maybe you could pull Lythian would know this better. Like the APIs would tell you who's got the achievement, and then you could see what number is next. You know?
Do we know who has won?
Well, no, I don't know. I'm sure someone does, right? That was going to be the follow-up. It's like, because last season it was the first 4,000. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
26,000 is what I
well,
was
by the end of because I
did
did this by what, Friday, Thursday?
This I did yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So by Tuesday, I mean, it's going to be maybe 40, 50,000.
Yeah.
I was actually meant to put in the our Discord. I completely forgot to ask or to throw this in, being like, oh, topic for the pod. Does this being something that goes this long make it like meaningless or something like that? I think that.
No, it ends in a week. I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think this is a good change because I want to do it. I don't want to rush to do it. Right.
Yeah, but you had, like, let's say you're on vacation the first day or something, then you can't get it.
And not only that, but like I feel like everyone's come together and thought like this is gonna be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Whereas last season, I don't remember if it was Lythian or Scrap who, like, the second they found out it was already full, they're like, I'm not gonna buy, like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it was me.
Right.
It was like on the second day it was full.
What, Lythian? What?
Yeah. No, I said I did question mark last season. I'll do it this season eventually. Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
well, you should do
earlier.
it because you get the uncapped myth crest and hero crest. So like you should do it regardless.
Oh yeah, you get that from just doing the first question mark. Also, you get something.
I think you just get hero uncapped.
Oh, okay. I was
but
gonna
not
say
myth.
I got some.
So you should still do it regardless, but I get it. Now the thing is I'm going to do it on my tank and it's going to be much easier. And then when I want to do it on Frankenberry, because he's, it's so easy when your main gets crest, because like you do the raid, you'll get hero crest, and you do the M+, you'll get M+ crest.
Yeah.
But like any alt you do to get hero crests, I'm not going to go raid on them, right? Like, so.
No, yeah.
This stinks, and I have to do the neighborhood quest just to get my hero crest, but whatever.
I don't want to raid on my main.
Well, the way that you're cycling through them like tissue paper, yeah.
Can we talk about how Lythian?
I only changed
Hold
one.
on. Can we talk about how Lythian on Thursday knowingly needed a best in slot thing for a survival hunter when he already knew he was going to switch
It
off
was
of it?
champion. It was normal. It was champion. I wasn't paying attention. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, you're already causing an upset.
It's just normal stuff. Who cares? We're gonna
Okay.
be doing heroic pretty
People are
soon. It
gonna
won't
people are
matter.
gonna remember that, Lythian. People are gonna remember.
The
How
only
many-
person that's gonna remember is Haywire.
Yeah, I remember Haywire remembers from Shadowlands when Frank gave that like necklace to Leo or whatever the fuck.
Oh.
He still remembers. Yeah.
It's like
Christ, I didn't
remember
even
that,
remember that
Frank?
until you said it.
Now you remember it though,
Yeah,
right?
no, I do.
Yeah.
it's like
yeah,
it's
well.
like that two-hand debacle with the DKs. I
That
don't
was
know.
valid though. The two-handed thing. I had a valid anger over that. That was ridiculous.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm solid.
Well, no, what the worst offense of it was when Phoenix rolled on that DPS trinket out of Sarkareth, right? Sarkareth?
See, I don't remember that because I didn't care.
I don't remember that.
He
yeah.
was like, because again, this is where this argument always keeps coming up, where
because
he's
he's
like,
a healer.
yeah, well, he's a healer, and he's like, oh no, like I do DPS. I'm like, oh god, here we go again, and like he was like, no, I spec DPS. I go, no, you don't. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like, you want to. I know, we all know you want to,
Yeah.
but you never do. All right. Anyways, okay, enough about delves. Let's keep moving.
Enough about delves.
All right.
I've had enough.
Oh,
Let's talk
Raid gear.
about the raid then. All right. So we
Okay.
have done 7 out of the 8 on normal. More because of time. I will say that normal moved a little slower than I was hoping for.
We had a lot of new faces though, right? Like
We have a
people
lot of
who
new
are-
faces, but in fairness, well, okay. So right now, it seems like the raid is overtuned. Okay. I say this because the world first heroic Ulatek didn't even go to Liquid or Method or Echo, right? It went to a Chinese realm. And that's because they've been having to do mad amounts of splits on all their alts just to try to get enough alts to be able to start killing this. But it wasn't easy enough. They were attempting it on their tunes, which is surprising. I think this is the first we've had a Chinese guild take a world first on heroic. It's also the first, I think, where heroic boss, last boss went undefeated for 5 days or whatever it was. So that is strange, and it's a warning sign to us when we get to heroic. Hopefully, we'll see some tuning.
It's gonna be tuned to shit by the time we see it, I'm sure.
Yeah. But like Liquid is just entered as of Sunday, the Mythic raid because of these splits. They are, cleaning up some of the raids that got world first on the Entombed Sentinels, which is, depending on which way you go, they either second or third boss. But there's a little bit of chatter that maybe this raid will go through until BlizzCon, or at the very least, like right up to it, and then people will be like, well, no point in flying home. I'll just stay here for BlizzCon. Io, have you raided at all in the new raid?
I did some of the normal. I think we got up to the Twin Fangs when we pulled it a couple times, but we didn't kill it.
Is this
So that's the 6th, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the did you find a new guild to raid with, or did you plug it?
So in our Discord there's Rack, who's comments and stuff. When I mentioned whatever ago, I was looking for some potential other days to raid on. He said that his guild raids on the weekend, so I said or raids one day on the weekend, so I said I would join for that so that's what I've been doing.
Cool.
So that's who I've been raiding with,
So you have seen it.
at least this week, but yeah.
Well, Scrap hasn't seen the first 6.
Nah.
Oh no, you saw the 6th one.
I saw
We
6 and
yeah,
7.
Yeah, okay. So we'll start with Io and Lythian. What are your all's thoughts on the raid bosses so far?
I think they're great. I don't know. I don't remember there being anything crazy or chaotic except for the amount of downtime I have as a melee player on a lot of these bosses, where you have to go to the other side of the room to go chase something down and go kill it over there or whatever. Maybe it's tank positioning too, because you guys were like, oh, go kill those like way across the room, and I had to like get over there. By the time I get there and get all the way back, I've already lost a bunch of down, like a bunch of time.
Like Dexali, I think I was playing right, and I had to drop my debuff off in the corner, but my thing was on push to talk, and I couldn't remember what button it was, so I couldn't get dispelled. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I have my cooldown.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's tough.
It was surprising how we were, and again, there's new people in our guild. We always kind of invite anyone who wants to come along for the ride. So if you're looking for an ATC guild, we're here. But it was surprising to me that I felt like all the bosses were taking longer than I thought they would to kill. Some bosses we even had hero come back up for, which was a shock.
Yeah.
The first boss seemed strangely chaotic, but no consequence to it. In fact, I think I saw something on Twitch from Liquid where they were able to stand in the middle portal and just like DPS from there and ignore like some mechanics from that, which was surprising.
It's really weird because you get to that ad phase and they start with that beam, and it makes you feel like, okay, we gotta like get all this done before this finished, and then you just don't, but like nothing happens. It just goes back to being the boss fight.
Yeah. Well, on the other side of it too is that you need to get him to 50%. I read it as that like as soon as he hits full energy, it's a wipe. And I thought that he would share the energy between the two phases. Maybe this is a heroic or mythic thing. But like I was sitting there the whole time stressing out, like, oh my god, we're moving so slow. He was like 80 energy, and then he did his intermission. And it was right back to 0. I was like, oh, this is nothing. Never mind. But I heard this was like one of the tougher first bosses of the raid ever. What do you guys think of the Entombed Sentinels with their math game? 1 + 3, 2 + 2.
That was kind of cool because I don't think we had anything like that before. Yeah, I didn't really have too many issues with it, but I have seen other people like running around like kind of like not bopping into people or like flopping into the wrong people. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Remember
Remember
when we did Anduin, you only had to match the colors, and we were having so many issues.
That
with
was a different team, though.
It was a different team, but it's like the
not
same
really.
thing.
You're right. It was about half
same-
different.
Yeah, it's like oh my gosh, you guys can't do simple math. It's
Yeah.
so
was
hard.
it
Uh-oh.
Scissorwreck, the you touch tips, that one was fun.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where you gotta
The
knock
winds.
into each other
Yeah.
and then put the blobs down to hit into them to stop yourself from falling off. That one was cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool boss mechanics. Because I'm not tanking, I'm not really paying attention to anything outside of what I have to for.
Well, so there was that
staying alive.
boss after, I think, the Entombed Sentinels, where they had the 3 different pools, the red, orange, and purple. And I was surprised.
I like that one too.
I like it, but I was surprised at how spread out the ads were. This is where like Lythian's talking about where, and this was more positioning because of the tanks, because we didn't know the fight. But like he had to run, 40, 50, 60 yards to get to the mob and then run back, and there was so much downtime.
Yeah, that's something I feel like you almost want to pull the boss over to one set of ads and have melee do it, and then have range take care of the other ones. Because there's no way you're gonna be able to effectively have the time to do all that and then run back.
But
we'll figure that stuff out, especially as we hit like damage.
Especially
barriers.
Scrap hits learning tanking.
Yeah, but off tanking is super easy. I just listen to what you tell me to do, and then I do it.
On the turtles, we did they wanted to practice the heroic strat.
We did the same. We
split up, and that fight seems like it's fun, but it definitely seems chaotic, and I feel like it's really difficult to see the shells sometimes, so I kept getting stunned out. Damn it.
That happened to me a couple.
I had the problem where I had no idea what was going on with the fish, right? I didn't see any fish. I didn't know who. Like, there was a point where I was like, guys, who has the fucking fish, right?
Frank's freaking out about the fish.
Because
there can be like 3 sets of crates sometimes before you get one.
Well, here's the thing. I was under the impression that we had to hit the guy, the spirit possessing them, whatever, with the fish before he finished his cast. But no, like at least on normal, it felt like we didn't have to do anything about it. We could have just ignored that mechanic entirely, and just like, or we were ignoring that mechanic entirely because I had no fucking clue where the fish was.
Frank's like, if you have the fish,
I genuinely was gonna be like, Stu, I'm going to scan you after this fight. If you have that fish, so help me God.
So the boxes will drop, and sometimes you'll run over them, and there won't be a fish. I think like multiple sets can come out. So I don't know.
It's like one out of whatever, but there's only one fish. And I was just frustrated. I was like, where the hell is our fish, and why is no one telling me that they have it? Okay, and then we get to the wind boss, the one that has like the caverns that will blow wind and push you off the thing if you're not careful. I thought it was somewhat easier than, it wasn't that challenging if you did the mechanics correctly, and we did the mechanics mostly correct, which was good. I'm interested to see what heroic looks like. I feel like this is the way it is always. Like normal, I just go, this raid's not that great. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
And then when I get to heroic, I'm like, oh, I was wrong. Of course, it's much better.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're so right about that.
So I'm like, I'm interested. I'm enjoying so far. There's way too much trash though. Holy shit.
Gosh. Dude, it's so bad because I'm like, I really don't feel like killing the trash, and normally I ignore it, but
Yeah.
I don't this time because there's so much.
Well, and then people will like get knocked off or died, and then they just like were taking forever to run back, and it's ugh.
Yeah.
Plus, there's some like little role play sections you gotta put the skulls on the altar.
Or
like
sacrifice your blood. Which actually, I do like that though. I appreciate that flavor.
Yeah, no, I always like that stuff. A lot of people complain about it, but I'd rather they do that and make it feel like a real place instead of
I mean,
not doing that.
somebody opened all the
Lythian
coffins for some reason.
Lythian did. He literally is like, oh, you want them open? And he literally just
Love that.
He had found the skull like on the third one, and he just kept going. All right, and then we had the Twin Fangs, right? Is that their name? Which I do like the fight. On our first few attempts, I was severely worried that people were putting on the whatever Forever Venom way too quickly. But when we came back on Thursday, much easier. I think we one-shot it. It was, clean.
Yeah, because I was tanking.
No, so the problem with that boss is they're spread out far enough to where I can't cleave them on my survival. And
piece cleave is not good for survival.
It's not great, but it's even worse when you can't do it, right? And then if you harpoon to one of them, you're in the green stuff.
You fall off.
You're just
Lithian, that's a decade-long problem that they have not fixed. So just get used to that.
It's gonna happen on my druid too if I try to charge.
Imagine if you harpoon something and you fell 100,000 feet to your death, like because Dawnbreaker was like that for an entire fucking season. So
but the problem is you have to run all around the room, and then by the time I get to the middle to kill the ads in the middle, they're already dead. So I'm like,
that won't be a problem later on though. That'll be yeah.
I hope so.
But it's a somewhat fun fight. Scrap was tanking and she missed a mechanic and got me thrown into the sea of poison that I had to swim back out of.
Is that what knocked everybody back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do.
Anytime she missed the slam for the tank, she would knock us over.
I didn't know what I was doing yet.
And then my favorite moment was this was me not. I was trying to be positive, but I would say I was more neutral. Stoop, the boss does the radial beam around the thing. I think this was when he did this. And the beam was coming, and he just like stared at it as it like hit him in the face. And he's
that's
like,
crazy.
Oh, I couldn't move. Of course
yeah,
you could.
that's funny because that was what he said about Void Scar Arena too.
But I had to bite my tongue and just be like, it's okay, we'll go get it.
Okay, man.
I just couldn't help but laugh at that, but yeah.
Yeah, buddy, you couldn't move. Let's go again.
All right, so Scrap, now you're in the part where you have seen it. What do you think of the second to last spot, the boss, the coiled altar?
I liked it. There's a lot going on there. It was fun, and it felt exciting. Like when we were clearing it, everybody was like, everybody has to do something on that fight. I think is what's so fun and exciting. I liked it.
I was terrified going into it. Like, oh no,
Why?
No one's gonna do the ghosts correctly.
They didn't. But
Fear's the only one who didn't. Of course, he ignored my explanation of what to do with it, which is why he didn't.
No,
do it,
that's what's funny. Is like 3 pulls in, he was like, "What did you mean about the ghosts?" It's so funny.
But yeah, it was like a very chaotic but fun chaotic fight, right?
I liked it a lot.
And Ulatek is supposed to be uber hard, so we have a raid in front of us, which is gonna be fun. Do we still beat Pi?
We beat them on Thursday, didn't we?
We were ahead of them. No. We killed the 7th
but
boss.
We were way ahead of them last season.
Yeah.
And they caught up with us.
They have more discipline nowadays. They're not,
I was just shenanigans. I was gonna say than us. I was like, I don't know.
No, they don't have the shenanigans we have, and yeah.
I think we have a good shot at beating them this season.
I don't think so. We'll see.
Do you?
But I wouldn't count it our chickens though, because we were way ahead of them for a while, and then we fell behind.
I wouldn't say way ahead, but yeah, I get your point.
We were like 2 bosses ahead of them at one point.
Do you think we should talk about the ending cinematic? Since I know, Scrap, you haven't seen it, but maybe Lythian.
No, I don't want to talk about it because I haven't seen it. No.
Well, this is the thing that confused me. The cinematic, in my opinion, should have played after, because you remember we were in the raid. I was like, wait, where's the cinematic?
Yeah.
Because it should have played there. I guess there's more lore to be explored in the last boss.
Yeah, you were like, where's the cinematic? And we were talking about the story, and I'm like, dude, they're talking to each other. There's sitting here talking to each other.
That's the
Well,
cinematic.
when you see the
it's
cinematics
cinematic.
wrap, you'll understand why I'm like, wait, why did this not happen then? But I guess
Okay, well,
Well,
don't.
I won't. We'll skip
No
it for now.
spoilers. Okay,
Um,
skip it. We'll do
Fair.
it next week.
yeah.
The beginning of the cinematic, you do see Ulatek is like
Sure.
dying.
Yes,
so
yeah.
I mean,
But
Okay.
that's
He's
relevant.
dying,
That's all it's Ulatek dying, and it's like, okay, well, that's nothing. Forget about that. And
Tune in next week for our opinions on the cinematic.
um,
If we clear it.
if we clear. Okay, so let's talk about though the experience that everyone else has been having in this patch. Have you guys, yes or no, and Scrap, I think you'll give me the most honest answer, but Io, maybe you've been following along
Always.
what's going on, that you may or may have not experienced this stuff. How buggy has this patch, or at least this first week, felt for y'all?
so the only issue I really had was in one, like on the first day of the season, there was there was like a one whole key period of time where I had my ping was like over 300 and there was like really bad lag. But like after that, it went down and I hadn't had anything since. And the only other bug I think I had was in Ruby Life Pools on the last boss. The fire was not being blown by the wind. They would just stay in place, which
Huh.
makes that boss significantly easier.
Yeah.
Even though it was already easier, like we discussed. But so those were the only two things I've seen. Anything else has been something I haven't noticed or personally dealt with.
What about you, Lythian?
I haven't seen anything significant.
I know in
So-
Raid we had the first night, people were saying like, "Oh, what the hell? I didn't even see that mechanic. Am I getting lag?" And I was like, "No, we're fine. Like, I don't know
I
what's
think
up."
they were getting brain lag.
Well,
No, there
that
was allegedly very bad lag the first night.
Okay.
anything Ost says related to lag doesn't count.
Oh, because he's in the UK.
That is true.
so-
It
Yeah,
was
he's
him.
from
It was him
UK.
that said it, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
He always has
having
lag,
good internet.
unfortunately.
What about you,
Yeah.
Scrap? Have you had any bugs and or
When
concerns?
we were doing King's Rust, on the mummy boss, he only brought out one ad at one point.
I mean,
That's literally the only bug I've seen. I've seen no bugs, but I also didn't play at all on Tuesday, so maybe they hammered out the
well,
bugs.
and I bring this up because apparently the Race to World First has been just enamored with bugs to the point where Max tweeted, "I'm about to become the worst thing on earth, a wowhead commenter," because of how angry he was with it.
What was bugged? The keys?
So
or?
on day one, there was a ton of lag. People were just
Okay.
like not able to, and I heard it was intermittent. So like there was some times where they were able to do it, and then sometimes it just like came to a screeching halt. Day
Mhm.
two, it sounds like, although nothing has been announced as far as I know, it sounds like Blizzard was getting a DDoS and the authentication servers were crashing, so no one could log on.
Mhm.
So there was that. There was rumors of the Omnium Folio. If you had the fire one, the first choice you have fire or shadow. If you had the fire one chosen, and it would randomly pull the entire dungeon.
Nice.
There was rumors
That's
that
hilarious.
that one.
that there was a mythic mechanic that popped up on heroic in one of the raid bosses, and again, Max just tweeted out saying like, "Hey guys, get ready! You're about to fucking see something that's gonna drive you crazy." We had the Valeera thing happen where the leveling up stuff didn't work anymore. Apparently,
Oh, is that-
Evokers are just like disconnecting left and right. Blizzard hasn't fixed this yet, but they've said it's the
Evokers,
highest of their.
They're deleting Og. They're deleting them little bit by little bit.
This is not Og. This is
Disintegrate.
yeah, Devastation, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I guess Devastation just can't play right now, right?
That would be so annoying.
So here's the authentication thing, which was like people couldn't get log on. Hunters were able to get catalyst charges unbound from that achievement by just getting 2 set instead of 4 set. There was also something
What?
else. There was also something else with Hunters. I think they like, I don't know, whatever. And
These are funny bugs.
yeah, there was all sorts of things going on to the point where we've heard the chatter now come back up where, is this the worst patch ever? And that Blizzard owes everyone an apology again, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what the bugs were last patch. It wasn't memorable, but I remember being mad about it. So
Well,
that's all I got.
This is what I thought, like, because I was like, of course Blizzard's going to be held under a microscope right now because of the fact that they put the blue posts out for, I think, the 0.5 and the 0.7 patch, right?
Yeah.
But when I heard all this stuff, don't get me wrong, like, for my opinion is on Tuesday, day of raid launch, you just expect nothing. Like, it's something's going to be wrong. It always is, and that's just the way WoW has to work. And so I've always been like, whatever. I get it for the Race to World First. It's really frustrating, but like we were raiding Tuesday night, we didn't have enough issues, if any. Again, Ost may have been the exception, but he may have been just because he was in England. So nothing was of note to me then. I didn't try to log on during the authentication issues, which I think was Wednesday afternoon, because, you know, most of us are at work. And then everything else I haven't noticed personally. And again, that's anecdotal, but I just was like, this doesn't seem to be something that warrants the blue post, because I don't think they ever said they were going to release a perfect patch. But I wanted to get y'all's opinion on it, see if I'm just like bootlicking again.
I'm going to base my opinion entirely on one thing. Is Devastation fixed at this point right now?
It is not.
Devastation.
Okay, then it's bad.
Right.
I'm just thinking
they had a blue post acknowledging it, but let's see.
Look. If I'm just thinking, if, you know, it's the first week, I'm really excited to play, and my class doesn't work, that's unacceptable.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not good.
I mean, I'll take an apology if they're giving one out. They have to
apologize. They have to personally apologize to all dragons.
Well,
no,
so
I want my own personal
yeah,
apology.
I was gonna say, so is Lythian, the survival hunter, now Demo, now Feral, needing an apology?
I never played Demo. Demo.
I think
I thought about it.
I want an apology for just the concept of that could happen to me. You know what I mean? Like it's upsetting to even think about that happening.
I mean, I'm wondering how bad it is. Is it really like
they can't use a whole ability?
Oh, every 5 to 10 minutes it sounds like.
That's like
bad.
3 times
that's
in a
really
key.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Aya, what do you think?
What was the question again? Sorry.
Are you feeling like this is a violation of their blue post saying, you know, we will do better?
Yes, but also I'm realistic in the sense that I kind of always expect stuff. So I do think this is probably the first time they've had a raid launch that I think I've heard about it being kind of a lot of stuff going wrong. Usually like in the first week of the raid, you hear about little things, but I think this is the first time I feel like I've seen like Wasted World first be super impacted by this kind of stuff. But
Max has said it is by far the worst he's ever had it.
It is what it is for me at this point. I'd like if they apologize, it doesn't really mean it's gonna fix anything. So hopefully they're working on it, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who Max is, but whatever. This evoker thing is only related to that visage thing where you change your form or whatever. I don't even know if I said that right.
Yeah, so if you turn that off, you don't have the problem?
Yeah, if you turn that off, you don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I changed my opinion. It's fine.
That's
good call.
That's not the worst.
Yeah, you just turn it off for a week and it'll be fine.
You just gotta look like a dragon.
Yeah.
The way you're supposed to look.
Yeah, the way you're supposed to look. Okay, listen. I don't think there was that many bugs, so I'm gonna say this one's fine.
I won't say it's fine. I'll say it's within the acceptable parameters.
Yeah, within acceptable parameters. I feel like this is typical parameters that they've had in the past. I don't think this was it's hard to say because none of these bugs are ones that I saw or felt or, you know, had any impact from. But it seems to me that these didn't affect people super widely based on like all our guild and stuff, and I haven't heard anything, like nobody talking about it. When I remember last season, people were talking about it in like pugs and shit. You know what I mean? Like it was the topic.
What were the bugs last season?
I don't fucking remember.
But
I just remember everybody being mad about it.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I feel like people
I remember my emotions.
They just parrot what the you know, this is why we have our podcast, right? Is to kind of talk people off the ledge, to say like you don't need to listen to what. Like, yes, Max is having a really shitty time, but it also sounds like the raid is really fucking hard anyways, and like they can't even do their helper business as they used to, right? They used to have to, like, they used to be able to do 10 mains and 20 helpers. They've had to like adjust those numbers because of how difficult the raid is.
He just grumpy in general, I think.
Well, I understand why. Money is on the line for him, right? But like, I'm just saying, while that is a problem, and I don't think it's acceptable for Blizzard, they did seem to have gotten things fixed quickly, right? And at the same time, you know, I always think of the joke, like, it's all about ME, my enjoyment. And
I agree with that.
Like, my enjoyment has not been impacted in the slightest by this. Now, that isn't to say people don't have a right to be upset. I would just say, please be careful not to parrot what other people are saying, because it's a problem for the small individuals that do have this issue. Whereas you have not had any issue. You're not an evoker who stays in battle visage form, right?
Yeah, you don't need to kill Coil Altar 16 times to get all your best raiders geared.
Yeah. But let's kind of go back to raid for a second. Are you guys excited about the raid sounding like it's going to be hard?
I'm always excited about the raid. I like raiding.
I want to know what you guys think as far as prog goes. Like, are we going to make it past the first boss on the first day of heroic?
No, we normally don't. So
no, I think that's not true.
Well, no.
We normally first boss.
Yeah, we normally get stuck.
That was a joke.
By the third boss, you know what I mean? Like either the second boss or the third boss or something.
Last raid, we got to the fourth boss before we were like, okay, we need to learn the mechanics properly.
It's totally fine. My whole goal for this whole season is I'm not gonna rush anything. I'm chill. We're gonna complete the raid.
How's that any different? How's that any different from any other season?
It's not. It's not.
But
I'm just letting you know how
she's reinventing the wheel, y'all.
Yeah.
My question is, what boss are we gonna prog on first? That's the question.
I think the numbers boss won't be terribly challenging on heroic. I don't think the turtle bosses will be. We've already done the strategy that we're supposed to do. Now, if we have the DPS, we'll be fine, I think. I do think that the one that has the pools, the red, purple, and orange, just because of how we have to split, we might have a weak link in the DPS chain. And it also does kind of slam the tank around a little bit, if I remember correctly.
I'm the weak link.
No, not necessarily, because again, hopefully we position it better as a tank. I am really looking forward to the prog on the win boss, the one that you get thrown around, because I think that'll be fun. I don't think the first boss will be. We might not one shot it, but I don't think it'll be terribly challenging. But if they're having this much trouble with Ulatek, right? Is this going to be a thing where we have more difficulty with this than we did Lura? Am I going to lose my mind?
Yeah. What if the guild breaks up again?
Well, again? We're not going anywhere, Scrap.
So it broke up over Sylvanas.
No, it didn't. Pi did.
Yeah.
And I broke from Pi because they were being completely disrespectful.
What if we don't get AOTC this season?
Well,
people are saying it is like the Sylvanas, heroic Sylvanas.
What if Scrap becomes disrespectful?
I don't have heroic Sylvanas AOTC.
Side question. Do you think that we didn't get AOTC Sylvanas because I quit raid leading?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. I sometimes have regrets. I should have just stuck it out and said, "Fuck it, let's get AOTC."
But I don't think that you had to. I don't think AOTC actually matters.
Well, in fairness, I went and got AOTC the week after. I said, "Fuck this."
Yeah,
I'll do it on my own.
everybody did. Literally, everybody did, but I did not. I said I'm gonna get it with my friends or not all, and I didn't get it. And it's a badge of honor now that I didn't break the picket line. You know, like.
Yep. She's not a what are they called?
I'm not scab.
Yeah.
Is Ulatek hard or is it just overtuned?
I would think.
Is it mechanically hard?
It was initially overtuned. I think they said like numerically it was impossible to kill when the first nerf happened to it this week. Okay. But I would say, Io, that I think it might just in general be hard. Now, granted, we will have different eye levels when we face it than what the others have had to face it with, right? Mm-hmm. So that could be the reason why it was so difficult, that the numbers were just not in their favor with their eye level. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the eye level is very rarely, on especially heroic boss, limiting for Liquid and Echo and all of them. That it leads me to believe that the mechanics might also be a little challenging. Now, I've not watched any videos on it other than watching them kill it on stream. They did end up getting it, I think, world second or whatever. But again, like, I don't know. I mean, tell us in the comments if you've seen it.
I'm just wondering because, like, it's not like you don't have to put down like the markers for like the memory games, so maybe it'll be tough. But if it's just like people getting a mechanic right, it might be a little bit easier.
But the memory game, I feel like, wasn't the hold up on us.
The seed holders. Or
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the mechanics.
I'm looking forward to it though.
We'll text yet, but
just for clarity for everybody, I don't think Feral can do any additional mechanics, so I wouldn't request any of those for me. Thank you. Remember when Frank used to volunteer Scrap and she'd be like, "No, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yes. I would often get volunteered to do stuff.
But you did the mechanic on the last boss of the last season great.
What was that?
The
Oh, the
carrying the shards or
yeah, the
whatever.
whatever. Yep.
I like assigning things to Scrap and sometimes like Lythian and Haywire because I like just watching them sometimes have to squirm. And Scrap, you are the most vocal about the squirm.
Squirmer,
You will be constantly, hey guys, don't touch my crystal. I'm going to get it. Don't worry, guys.
No, I need to talk the whole time. Oh, that's what Lythian was talking about. My healing was it you, Lythian, who said it's like, oh, I like that you tell me the whole time if I'm good or if I'm gonna die. Like somebody said,
you just say, hey, you're dead. You're
yeah.
dead.
But I was also saying, hey, don't worry, I've got you. Like over and over again.
We're back.
Hold on though, like Lythian, every time she said you're
back.
dead, sorry, but you didn't die, I think was more often than
Well,
so when I
that's
say you're dead, a lot of times it means I'm cutting you loose in favor of somebody else. Like, and if you survive that, great, but it was not because of me.
It's funny because she'll throw a bubble on somebody, and then the person that died should be like, I had to make a choice.
Yeah, make a choice. I feel like sometimes in healing you have to make a choice. And so
that's true. That's true.
Has Scrap thrown a bubble on someone and they didn't need it? I feel like I've seen that a lot.
I cannot be. That was just about to say that. There were so many times where Scrap would start screaming like, "Wah!" And I'd be like, Scrap, the damage has happened. Now it's your job to bring them back.
I don't know
panic.
those parts yet. I don't know the dungeon yet well enough. Then I'm like I see everybody's health go down like to 25%. I'm like, I could lose someone at any time from this range. And it's hard. I think it's kind of hard to get like everybody up. You know, like I have to have Rising Sun kicks available to do that, right? And if I don't have it available, I'm like, oh my God, how do I get everyone up at the same time? I'm getting stressed.
Well, if you have everyone hotted up, you should be able to just like double tie your palm and then do a blackout kick. And
I can, but that takes so long. That takes 3 globals, and like if they're at 25% for 3 globals, it's like woof. You know what I mean? Woof.
Oh. Scrap's healing arc has been great so far.
Entertaining at the very least.
Listen, I'm getting the hang of it.
You are.
I timed
and you got
10.
gear now.
I did 2 9s. I crafted a weapon. I'm ready to go.
Really? You chose to go. Okay.
Ready to go.
Any last thoughts before we move on to some other just quick news topics?
I might have more thoughts, but I can't think of them. I'll bring it up in the middle of the next topic if I do.
Okay. Well, we are again, as I said at the start of the episode, we are just about 2 weeks out from BlizzCon, and Blizzard has announced some more.
3, right?
Well, 2 weekends. How about that, Scrap? Because we are now at the end of the weekend. Yeah.
Stressing me out.
Which, by the way, my daughter is continuously asking me, when are you coming, Scrap? She is so excited.
Well, I need to think of something to get your little son though, and your wife. Do you drink wine? I mean, your wife drinks wine.
Yeah, we don't really drink much, but yes, she does.
Can I bring a bottle of wine?
You can do whatever you want. She'll be blown away that.
That's my go-to housewarming.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You know what I mean?
Don't worry about it.
Thank you for letting me in your house.
I drink whiskey if you want to stop by on your way.
No, I can't afford whiskey. I'm gonna buy a reasonably priced bottle of wine. I'm gonna put it in a nice bag. That's my plan. Okay, BlizzCon. What about it?
You got to make sure you put Flux's name on the bag too,
right?
So it doesn't get left out.
I'll make him pick it up.
Yeah, they announced some legends will be at BlizzCon, right? They did this cute little picture of them being in the BattleNet thing with Uther, I guess, is the main character. So correct me if I'm saying this wrong. Simu Liu, T-Pain. We have some Yao Sobi. This is I actually saved this because I wanted to talk about this as like a K-pop band that's going to be performing like the opening or closing ceremony, whichever. Dead Mouse is going to be there. I don't know who Duke Dennis or Cleo Thomas are.
The only thing on that list I know is T-Pain, and that's it.
You don't know Dead Mouse?
Who are those people?
No, I know Dead Mouse. I know Dead Mouse. T-Pain is kind of a wild get.
Simu Liu is he's a Shang-Chi from Marvel. He's an awesome dude.
I don't know who
that doesn't mean anything to me.
You guys don't watch Marvel religiously?
Not really.
No.
T-Pain isn't he like retired?
He is.
When is the last time he put out with an album?
He is retired to a degree.
He's retired, but he still does a bunch of stuff. He's always doing something.
I think he's a
That's
big
cool.
producer too. Yeah.
All right.
What does the T
Is he
stand
gonna
for?
do a? I
Huh?
don't know.
What does the T stand
Tyler.
for?
Tony.
Trevor.
Trevor.
I'll have to look it up.
But I heard
Trevor
that
Payne.
they're each going to be like playing a certain
Tremendous.
game. I want to say like Simu is playing Diablo and T-Pain's playing StarCraft and stuff like that. I can't remember that.
Is T-Pain gonna do a music?
No,
Means
I don't.
tell
I
us.
don't
He's
think that.
gonna
I don't
do
think they're
a
playing
music.
Yeah.
like they're not
Okay.
doing a show, right? I think they're like engaging in a
Yeah.
tournament of some sort while they're
Okay.
there. But there may be
It's,
more music, of course.
It stands for Tallahassee, in case you wanted to know.
Oh, thank you.
Tallahassee Pain.
Oh, Tallahassee, of course.
I love having
Florida,
our fact
that's-
checker on the pod. Thank you.
Mhm. Fact
Um,
checker.
I asked you, Lythian, we haven't talked about what we're wearing to the charity dinner.
I thought we were going
I'm-
naked.
Oh,
I'm
Thought you were wearing suits.
birthday suits.
I'm wearing whatever, man. I don't know. Whatever.
I-
What do I have to wear a
Under the
uniform?
Impression. It's not a particularly it's you don't have to wear anything crazy, so probably just
It's a gaming convention.
But you guys
T-shirt
should
and
all
something.
wear
Guys,
matching.
we
like,
need to stand
suits.
out so that we can get the interview. We need to get Ian and Holly.
No.
I don't know. A lot of other
I don't
people get
think-
interviews. They don't do that.
I don't think you understand how I work. I don't roll with other
Lythian,
people.
I don't think
I
anyone
like to-
understands how you work.
Yeah.
I like to wander and do my own thing, and then I find my way, and it's
Lythian's
fun.
gonna sit at a different table than you guys at the charity dinner.
I will
really-
not only allow it, but I will then lean into that and find a way
Yep.
to be obnoxious towards him from afar.
Yep. That sounds
You
good.
won't see me.
Like
though.
I'm gonna ask like
He said you won't
some
see
wait
him.
staff to bring him a beer that's free already, and I'm be like, just tell him we sent it, and then he's gonna point at us, and we're gonna be like, like waving.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love the
Everything-
chaos.
Everything's already free for me, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I have to actually pay the final amount of the deposit on the Airbnb this week, so
That's
I'm
not free.
looking forward to that part of it.
Yeah. Send it.
Your wife's mad.
No.
Wait, is Technique coming?
As of right now, I'd say no.
Okay.
If he does, I'm gonna have to find me a place.
It's a wild card.
I'm just checking. I got some. No, okay. I was gonna say I got a notification seeing if he's
I was
messaging
sending
me.
a text to say, I'm coming.
No, he
Richie.
like the way I look at it is if he was serious, he would have already got the flight. He hasn't gotten the flight yet, so I don't think.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going. But Technique, if you're watching, prove Lythian wrong that you have the guts to do it.
Yep.
No, but I'm just like I'm anxious because I think Lythian's gonna kill me for whatever reason he decides. But I booked our dinner reservation. We're gonna go to what was it called? Fable and something or other. And we're gonna have Fable and Spirit. And we're going to have our amazing I hope Lythian chats up everyone at the charity event like you say he does, Scrap.
No,
He is.
I don't-
He's
I don't
a
do
very.
that.
He's
We're gonna
a
have
very,
We're gonna have everyone lining up to be on the
he
pod,
goes
right?
with the flow. He moves in crowds. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
to everybody. He just has a good aura of people want
Did
to
you-
come up to him and talk to him.
Get us a reservation at a
Think
place
so.
with the dress code.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's
What-
like pretty
Yeah.
laid back.
Do you not have clothes appropriate for fancy restaurants?
He's got the
I
Wolfpack
mean-
shirt.
What do you mean? I literally gotta throw stuff in a suitcase and go somewhere. I gotta make sure I know what to
Well,
bring.
Saturday.
actually, I
are we
need to know
wearing?
that.
Are we wearing
Oh.
our jerseys on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll be
That's
wearing
the
our
big day.
jerseys to dinner.
I
ask
don't.
you.
I don't have that.
I have
I
it in
don't
my.
have
It's
that.
right over here. I got
He
it. for
has
you.
it. Have you put the patches on yet, Frank?
No, I'm too anxious. You're gonna have to help me.
I don't know how to do it.
Well, there you go.
Oh
We're,
my
we're
God.
completely
Just look
fine.
it up.
No
It's
patches.
fine.
You're right.
You just iron
I'm
it.
sure it's a lot
You
easier. I'm like.
You don't
not-
just iron it. You got that
Yeah.
strip of other thing. You got to do the thing.
Well,
and
that's
then
the
you
thing. I
iron the
lost
thing,
that
you put the
strip. I
thing
need to
on.
find it.
You lost.
Oh well.
I'm
Now-
sure it's
now
here
it's
somewhere, I
never
just don't
gonna
know
Why
where
work.
it
don't
is.
you? Why don't you? You have a bunch of them, right? Iron it onto a different shirt and get the kinks
No,
out.
I'm not even
and
worried
then
about that
iron
because if
onto
it,
that.
the only thing that would happen is it would just fall off. Like, who cares if it falls off that?
No, it could burn,
and-
you could burn the shirt with the iron.
That's true.
Yeah, you can melt it with the iron.
Are
it would
we?
melt onto it.
So we got all these dinners sorted out. We got to record our episode on Sunday. I have ordered the equipment to do all like tripods. We
Yeah.
got obviously our phones for our cameras. We've got all
Are
the
we waking
mics
up, like,
now.
Hella early to do that. Like, what's the plan with that?
We're doing it at the end of
No,
the day.
we're doing
we're
it like
red
we're
eye.
gonna do it at like 3 p.m. on Sunday.
3.
Yeah, because
okay.
like there's still stuff going on at the convention on Sunday morning. Now, granted, we may look at it all and go like, "Who cares? We don't need to see this." But like, I'd like to go watch MDI.
Wait, is it a Friday, Saturday, Sunday convention or just Saturday?
It's a Friday night, which is I think just the they don't have an opening ceremony Friday night. Yeah, it's just the dinner.
Why don't we do the podcast? Oh, because we have to do it after.
We have to see what happens. Yeah.
No, I think that we should do it before BlizzCon. Do a Friday and a Sunday.
What time does your flight leave?
It's like at midnight. We got a red eye.
9 p.m. 9:30.
9 p.m. Okay, whatever.
So what time? So we have to start. We'll have to do the podcast early, so you guys have time to get to the airport.
The idea is that we start at 3, finish by 5, right? Because I don't have to edit it right away.
I'm not leaving. I leave Monday.
Yeah, he leaves Monday.
Oh, dude.
Lythian, I'm gonna put this in your ear just because I'm a little anxious. The Airbnb guy has told me it's okay. We can stay till Monday, and then I said, "Cool, just send me over the bill." He has not sent it to me. I have since reached out to him twice more, and he still has not sent it to me.
Dude, Airbnbs will cancel their things all the time.
Well, I don't think I've already paid for it. So like, if, you
know, you already paid for it, but they'll refund you.
What I'm saying though is I haven't paid for the final day for like Lythian to sleep, right? So I will just simply say this: the worst case scenario, Lythian, just be ready to grab a hotel somewhere. Best case scenario, we get the extra night for free. He just forgets,
Yeah.
Which I don't think is ever what's going to happen, but maybe we do pass go and collect $200.
Sick.
Be ready for that. But we will have to be ready in case he does throw us out at 10 a.m. where we have to record a podcast somewhere at LAX.
Well, that's probably the bigger issue.
Yeah. We'll just record it on the beach. Also, if Technique's there, we're going to have a 5th microphone because he's not going to be able to stay shut up behind the camera.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you guys excited though?
Yeah, I think I also am ready to go with the flow.
I'm not excited.
It'll be fun.
Lythian, why have you been souring on this all of a sudden?
He's just a
He's
sourpuss.
he does a sourpuss on Gen Con.
No, he's grumpy because he's been moving and it's all these girls are bothering him at Orange Theory.
Yeah, he's now it's CrossFit and he went on a date this last week. You'd think he's
but the girls, they're bothering him, and then he's got it's the key. I think he's just creating an air of future excitement where we're gonna be so happy he's there because he's been talking like he's not gonna go for so long.
Are you guys talking about me still?
Yeah. I'm psychoanalyzing you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did go out on a date. It was fine. It was fine.
You stayed out really late. You're supposed to come back that night.
You went to Top Golf? Yeah.
Yeah, you went to Top Golf.
I went to Top Golf, and then here's the problem. Here's the thing. When you go on like a first date, you never go to a second location because it's always going to be a mistake.
Why?
And I don't know. It just, in my experience, it's always been.
I was going to say, I feel in my experience, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a second location. And I ended up going to a second location, and it was a loud karaoke place, and I drank a lot of. I don't even know what I was drinking. Somebody gave me something, and I think I paid. I don't sing at karaoke places.
Dude,
I'm a Filipino. I'm the only Filipino that doesn't do karaoke.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's wild. But
what do we need to do to crack that code, Lythian?
Yeah.
To crack what code?
To get you to sing.
Filipino?
No, to get you to sing.
Has karaoke. Lithian's gonna sing "I Want It That Way" with us.
The only thing I sing is Nickelback, because Nickelback is.
That's fine.
Oh, then we know exactly what to get him on.
We'll go for it, dude. Go for it.
Yeah.
We want you to bloom, my friend. All right.
I'm joking. Yeah. I don't sing Canadian music. But no, it was fine. It was fine. It just was a long night, and I don't like being out late.
All right.
I don't have to be.
Well, that's a good update from Lythian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why he's grumpy.
Anything else I need to prepare for us for BlizzCon that I need to bring?
Nope.
You all feel good? You feel ready?
I feel ready.
You have health insurance, yeah?
Yeah.
I do.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what is that? That seems kind of threatening.
Are you going to hurt me, or is it because my liver's going to explode? Like what?
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if you had that.
What the fuck? That's
got health
kind of
insurance.
threatening.
My children will be well taken care of if you murder me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Will they? That's
yes.
even better.
Yeah.
There's no murder. I don't murder people. I don't hurt anybody. I'm the nicest guy in this community.
Oh, here we go. Okay, moving on.
All right, move on. Yeah.
I pulled this tab a little while ago. We haven't had a chance to talk about it, but we have D&D Warcraft edition coming. I don't know much about D&D other than like, well, I really don't know much about it, but I'm hoping some of y'all do. I really would love to get a campaign going with the MDI,
Where you
MDL
would DM
crew.
it?
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I think
who's
Leo
gonna
should
DM the
DM it for us.
campaign?
Oh, because
Leo
I was gonna say you should probably have experience. In
Oh
that
yeah,
before
absolutely.
you
No, I don't want
jump
to
in.
DM it. I don't want to DM it.
Does Leo does?
Leo is a insanely good DM, and I would
Okay,
love to see
perfect.
him do it. But what do you guys think? Should we do a
So
stream
here's
every?
the thing with D&D is smaller groups are better. So like 3 to 5.
We'll just do us
maximum
4 then. We'll do
people.
us 4 with
Yeah.
Leo DMing it.
That's what I would want to do. But I love
Where
role
are
playing
we?
games. So
Where are we doing this at?
We'll do it over
Exactly.
over Discord and
you on
Twitch. And,
tabletop simulator like we used
yeah.
to play Pathfinder.
oh, you're a D&D guy, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking this
Yeah.
is going to be the bee's knees or?
It should be pretty fun.
IO does a lot of D&D, so we can, like you role play IO, like you into it.
I love how.
depends.
Hold on,
You
sorry.
voice
listen to it.
I'm sorry.
Depends on who we're
I just
playing
want to
with.
jump in. I asked Io, you're big into D&D. Do you want to tell us about it? You were
Oh.
about to tell us about it, and Scrap jumped and goes, "Yeah, Io's really big into D&D." Io,
Sorry,
do you want to
I
tell us
didn't
about
hear
it?
So Frank, here's the problem. Scrap is probably tired, and
I'm so tired.
when she gets tired, she just doesn't stop talking. So
Yeah, and when I'm awake, I don't stop talking either.
All right, sorry, Io. Sorry to interrupt. Go.
I'd love to hear what you have to say about that.
Yeah, I looked over some of the stuff that's supposed to be coming in this, and some of it is additions to classes that are already in the game, but then some of it is like original like stuff for D&D stuff. So that's going to be really cool to see some of that stuff translated to D&D, because I feel like there's some kind of archetypes that people who maybe have come from WoW that want to try D&D are like, dang, it's a shame that I can't have like a shaman or something with like totems in D&D, but now you might be able to, so that's kind of cool.
There's no campaign in that?
there's a
So there's
campaign.
going to be an ICC book, and it looks like there's 7 dungeons too that you can do with that.
Okay, cool.
I don't do these nerd games. I
Go
don't
down
know.
for
Well,
a
you're
second,
about
Frank.
to.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Sorry, what'd you say? Io?
Scroll down.
Scroll down. Let's see which dungeons. Azal Narub,
Nixia.
Blackfin.
Oh, these ones right here?
Nixia's
Yeah.
Lair. Oh, that's cool. Scarlet Monastery, Shadowfang Keep.
Yeah,
Yes, those will
Scarlet
be cool.
Monastery will be the funnest one. But anyway, yeah, I don't play nerd games.
What
No.
IO do you DM campaigns? Or you have experience? Or?
Yeah, I'm DMing the one I'm doing right now.
Then IO could DM it.
Well, I feel like we need to
I'd
go
have more
through it
fun playing
together.
honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you're not gonna play with us, Io?
No.
No, he's gonna play it.
I'd rather play. I'd rather have
Oh,
Leo
okay, rather
DM it
play, yeah.
and me play. Yeah.
Like Leo he'll turn it on our heads for none of us that we can expect, and so I feel like we will thoroughly enjoy him.
I can read Leo's mind.
Oh,
I
you
know what
can.
he's
Really?
thinking all the time.
Big reason why I enjoy that this exists is that now randomly in the middle of my games I can just have people fight an Ixia, and it's
Yeah,
just
that's cool. Yeah, that's
for no
cool.
reason. Like I got the stats. Let's go.
That's actually kind of fun. Like you can just insert like, Shadowfang Keep or something and see if anybody realizes it.
Yeah.
And just change the names around a little bit. It's like, oh, you're gonna fight like Snarugal.
How
Like,
does
it's
how
like,
does the digital?
hey, wait a second,
Jesus.
Io.
How does the digital version like?
It'll have maps. It's a book. It's just a book, Frank.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
like,
we
go on.
use the tabletop simulator
Does
over Discord.
like will this be in Tabletop Simulator by day 1? You think?
So
No.
there's D&D Beyond, which I do have a subscription to. That you'd probably be able to pull this into.
Do you have to scan it or something?
I think you would either need to buy it on there, or there might be a way you can enter it in if you have it. I'm not super familiar.
Does
but
it say?
that would be how you make the characters. But like, I think if you buy the book digitally, you just get like a PDF.
Yeah, and that would be
Yeah.
good because then you could share the PDF with all of us so that we can actually build our characters. Because everybody needs this book to play, basically.
Yeah.
You can't just have one person have it.
So
Well,
Like if we were playing D&D together, the DM would have the book and we'd all use it, But
Yeah.
if we're playing separately, we each need the book. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Well, I will dive down this
We'll-
rabbit
we'll
hole with
figure-
you all
we'll figure
later.
it out.
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll make it work electronically.
What we could also do, Frank, is like get just like a simple 5e campaign, and then this has like all the races and stuff you need to build things, so that we could do a campaign that's like ready to be DM'd, and you could just like be a Draenei or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ellesmere did an interview with the devs, the encounter designers, and nothing crazy to call out here other than it does seem like, again, they're reinforcing that they do not want to have targeted spell information in the game, which I think is a terrible decision, but I understand. I'm just like, I'm surprised that they're taking stances like this again, even with like the interrupt tracking and not wanting, they think like the ping system's good enough. But I did want to take a second and just go back to the add-on discussion. I don't feel like it's been a problem so far. I haven't seen like the standard, oh my God, add-ons and I'm so angry, other than like the question mark boss and how people have been using that. But are you guys still feeling good on the add-on front? Anything to report?
Yeah. I still wish I could customize my
You can, Scrap. You
more.
can. Just
no, I wish I knew.
That's why add-ons exist, Scrap.
Well, I don't know how to customize the way I want to,
okay.
and I don't like that.
So you want Blizzard to do it for you, is what you're saying?
I want Blizzard to put in more customization options, so I don't have to use an external add-on to customize my UI.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I want.
All right, I'm not going to argue. Anyone else?
No, the add-ons been fine.
It feels fine. Yeah, I don't. There's nothing this season that I feel like I would be better with or without. So, yeah, I think especially too with how the dungeons are, they're doing a pretty good job at making it so you can kind of know what's happening without having the extra tools. And then even then, like I have big wigs, which has become a lot more robust with doing things like putting little icons up if you do have like debuffs and stuff. So I feel like at least where I'm at right now, I'm comfortable with everything. I think it's turned out pretty good. So
cool. Yeah, I'm wondering if since the story of add-ons has kind of gone silent, and not so much silent, but still a lot more silent than it was, like, is everything going to be okay? Or do you think by the end of this expansion, or maybe even beyond, like people will still want the developers' heads on a spike because they can't do targeted spells or interrupt tracking or whatever?
I think they've done a good job at kind of getting people to just kind of get exhausted with complaining about it. And now it seems like they've kind of gotten it to a point where they know at least where they want some things. Like you said, they took some stances here in this interview that, you know, I've seen some people ask about recently, like interrupt trackers and all that. Still seems like that's not something they're super interested in. So as long as, you know, they're standing tall on what they want to do, then eventually people will just get exhausted and go, okay, well, we can't just keep asking for it if they're not going to give it to us. And
look, people are still doing mythic raid, people are still pushing high keys. This isn't like making the game unplayable. It's fine.
Do you give any credit to Ellesmere on quieting the complaints as a result of this? Like,
because everybody likes that UI.
Well, and I don't know if I talked about this on the pod. I think we just did in Discord, and maybe you were the one I was talking to about it. But how I thought, like, why didn't this happen before? Why didn't someone like Ellesmere come around before and do like a comprehensive sweep of the weak auras and the elf UIs and all that stuff? Like, I get why he was kind of empowered to do it now, especially with people stepping out of the role. But like, I don't think any of this was not possible before the add-on purge. So like, and all the power to Ellesmere, I feel like this is such a cool thing for someone to do, and I don't want anyone to take away that I'm like annoyed that he's done something like this. But like, it is surprising that why did it take this happening for someone to come around and just make the one comprehensive add-on and do it so well that it like cleans up the FPS. It's easy to understand and pretty intuitive, yada yada yada.
Yeah, like for a long time you had stuff like LVUI, which a lot of people used, and I think when you have something that's trusted by a majority of the community and they've used it for a long period of time, it's kind of tough to break into that space. And now is a really good time, and it just seems like it kind of started out organic. Like he said it was just a couple small things he wanted in the game that he put out, and then he realized that he could make a bigger suite of things, and that's kind of how it developed. I don't even think he even really set out to do it, and then it just so happens that stuff like LVUI and some of the other add-ons that came back were, even though they were still doing what they did do, were just causing people to have like performance issues, and I think he just found a good
How did he do
place
it
to kind
so
of
quickly?
focus. Yeah.
He did this all.
He was ready.
He like, I mean, it's to the point where like once a week he's like putting out a tweet of all these things. I'm just like, holy shit! Like, where was everyone else? And granted, maybe he's making some good money. I heard he's not making like money necessarily out of this directly, but like I'm sure people are supporting him through Patreon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, again, why? I'm just so curious. I asked him to be on our podcast. He never answered back, which is a shame. But I have so many questions for him, as to like how this came to be.
Shirts.
Huh? Oh, I buys all his shirts.
shirts.
Yeah,
so...
that's probably how he makes the add-on and all that. So
Well, if you do it and a million other people do it, you know.
I mean, I
Next
use his UI and I like it. So.
You know when you buy like a shirt, like a merch from someone that says put something in the comments, like let them know, you should say, hey, can you be on my podcast next time you buy a shirt, IO?
If he comes, I will buy a hoodie.
Okay.
That's our payment system for our podcast.
Right,
Is
someone forward this.
I gotta go buy
a
Meg's hoodies real quick.
No, I'm gonna buy a scrap of VOD review.
Yeah, please. I actually would really like that.
Can we, now that she's getting a little more comfortable, maybe we do that this week for next week's episode?
Well, maybe we do that in 2 weeks when I'm even more comfortable, because I would like to, you know.
No, I don't want you building bad habits.
Well, okay, fine, sure. If you buy it, I'll have it.
I'll go halvesies with you, Lythian.
How much is it for a VOD review?
Well, I think it's 40, but yeah.
Here's the thing.
Okay, I was gonna say it takes a long time to do.
Is
right?
it too early for a VOD review? Because I mean, does everything Scrap does even make sense to her yet?
No,
like,
that's the thing, is that sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing.
Like, I feel like that's only gonna help if like she can understand what Meg would be telling her, and I don't know if she does yet. No offense to her.
I'm getting there. I have a broad idea of what I'm doing, but there's some things that I just like. I wish I had more. What's the word I'm thinking of? I had more intention behind my actions in some situations.
Well, we're doing all 10s next week, Scrap. So you better
I'm throwing shit at the wall
up.
and hoping something sticks and heals someone up. You know, like there's a little bit of that happening.
Okay.
But yeah.
A little update to last week. We talked about Bogs Adventures. Oh god, I'm not gonna zoom in out, but you guys, we talked about this last week. Bogs Adventure did like some really good math. Not like 8 minutes after we were finished recording last week's episode. He did an upload of how resilient keys have affected the M+ boosting scene.
Okay.
There was actually, he said at the 0.1% it wasn't really noticeable. Let's scroll up here. But at the 1%, thank you. There was a notice of how the score has gone up. However, it does look like, so on the number on the top is the War Within Season 1's likely boosted number, and the number on the bottom is Midnight Season 1. Now remember, there was not Resilient in this season. So like the number of people who are boosting is a variant of like 1 to 2. I mean, maybe even less than like just 1. And I think you may have said this, or someone else may have said that, or maybe this was in the comments of our last week's episode, but like Growl has picked apart this argument, saying that there is like more boosting than you may expect, but it's not at the level of like getting boosted fully. Either way, it does seem like Resilient isn't affecting the boosting side of the equation. That's, I think, his conclusion. More so that Resilient is just affecting the keys distance of how far they go up, which I think is obvious, because as you have more attempts on something to not have to like do homework keys, it's going to be not a problem. But I just want to call this out, that some people have said like, hey, there might be some weak numbers here that aren't necessarily true. He did say that instead of like, he didn't want to comb through, I think it was like 10,000 people or whatever that got 1%. He didn't want to comb through every one of them. So what he did is he took 100 people out of every 1,000 bracket, right? And logically, this makes sense, because the top 50%, let's say, and my number's not his, but like the top 50%, you didn't really see much boosting because like there wasn't really a call for it other than, you know, maybe trying to get resilient and stuff like that. But when you got to like the last two brackets is where you saw people boosting. And he even talks about how there was a mad scramble at the last week of the season, you know, the people who were freaking out. We even had some people comment like, oh, I have a friend who did it because he just needed that one more key.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see if you guys have changed your opinion or anything. Like, I still think if you pay, someone said it was like 200,000 or maybe 2 million a key or something like that, which I think is insane, but whatever. 2 million gold to get that one last key. Like, that's fine, right? I mean,
yeah. I've never understood people who, I think I said this a little bit last week, but like pay for something they didn't earn, then what's the point of showing it off, right? Like, I don't get it. So it's, yeah, maybe they just like really like the mount, but it's like, I feel like a little embarrassing if you have something that like you didn't earn.
Well, 2 million gold. I mean, that's what in real life money. It's like 250,000 is $20, so 1 million's $80, so 2 million's $160 worth of gold. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
That's not that much, honestly.
It's
what?
It's not.
$160 for a mount is a lot.
To scrap, that's nothing. She's so wealthy.
I wouldn't buy it. But and there's something to be said that people being boosted, like they still have to do a little bit of work in the key, right, to time it, or are these like full blown boosts, boosts?
Well, think about it. Like, if I'm paying 2 million a key, right?
Oh yeah, you need a lot
to get 8 keys. That's effectively 16 million gold, which is more than a mythic mount cost. I think the mythic mount like started at 10 million gold.
Well, it's way more difficult, I think, for 4 people to carry one person than 19 people to carry one person.
I've seen, I can't remember if it was in our Discord, but someone mentioned that someone they knew that may have done it, may have also, they didn't say for sure, had someone log in their account and play for them. So I don't
know you said that in the comments. You made the hopeful joke.
Hold on, guys, don't do that. You're gonna get your account taken away. Like, because somebody's gonna steal that account to get your password.
Well, no, that's not likely.
That's not how they do it, though.
Oh, how they do it? Oh, they like key log into your computer?
They remote
They remote into your computer.
Yeah, when we were looking at the housing stuff and there was people selling, like doing the design and everything. I did some poking at how they do some of those things, and there's an app.
That would be so funny, Lythian, if you just one day you just had like an insane fucking house built at your plot. Like, is that what you were trying to do?
No. I back then I was trying to figure out how they actually did it without logging into your account, because I would never share any credentials with anybody.
No,
but they remote in, and to me it's wild because if you want to pay money to earn something that you can't get on your own if you didn't pay, I mean, that's fine, I guess. But if you're using it to flex, it's kind of a weird.
It's
like if you just
unless you like lie about it and say you got it, but then it's like you're going down a weird hole here.
Yeah,
the people who would do this would definitely lie about it.
I guess I don't know. It just seems a bit. I don't understand where it's coming from. Now, I do understand the people who are right on the edge and they got just pushed out, like they couldn't finish that last key and they're maybe 10 points off or 30 points off or something. And then they're looking at that.
Well, they're not just on the edge then. 30 is not just on the edge.
Okay. 10 points off.
Because remember, his math was that only 5 points was the difference.
Okay, let's say you're 5 points off. I don't care. Let's say you're 4 points off. And then you're looking at it and you're like, God damn it, 1,000 people paid for this. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Well, yeah. Sorry. I mean, if you're close and you just want to get over the line, that's fine. Then you can brag about it a little bit. But if you've done nothing, then that's a tough sell.
It's tough. I don't know what angle you want our opinion on, but that's just my opinion. But I think it's cringe to buy something you didn't earn. And I think it's sad for the people who got pushed out from people cheating.
But you're still on the fence, or still on the side of, like, if your friends help you do it, that's a different story.
Yeah, if your friends help you do it, that's a different skill on its own. Networking.
You don't care that Dratnos came at the last second and stole your spot.
I don't love it, but it happens. It's fine.
But the the difference is people have better friends, and like my friends aren't going to get me the 1% mount or whatever.
It's a group sport. You can get carried like without paying money, without having friends. Like you can pug and get carried. You just got to put more time into it. Like we're starting to split hairs here if we're saying like friends are out.
Well, no, I'm not saying friends are out. I'm just saying some people have better friends, and I wish I had better friends, you know?
That's what he wanted to say, Scrap. He doesn't have any horse in the race other than he wants to shit on us.
Lythian, you gotta try being like a nicer person, and then maybe you'll make more friends.
I'm part of the problem, but I do think it's challenging for some folks who don't have those friends and who aren't as social and who, whatever. But I don't know. If you try and you get close and you just want to get over the line, sure, whatever. That's fine. But if you just if I go and look at your Raider IO and I see you've only done those keys, then
you were looking at the AUG and that guy had like paid key.
No flex. No flex.
That was one of my favorite podcast moments of all time. It was so good.
All right, let's get into our community comments. All right, Chessie7860 says, if you hit at least 3,400 last season, you shouldn't have any problems with pugs when forming Mythic Plus groups. Just fine-tune your group and only take players who are 3,400 or higher, I assume from last season. You'll blast your way past 10s and just gap all the what's a soak players Scrap was talking about. Lythian, I bring this up because I'm worried that you had 3,400 last season, and yet you're saying you can't, blast your way past 10s.
By Friday, people aren't looking at the last season one, I feel like.
You think so?
It wasn't on that character. It was on a different character.
Yeah, it was on a different character.
What was on a different? Oh, Lythians? No, but I think it just shows your like
shows.
Warzone, not Warzone,
Warband.
Warband, thank you. Warband's score, right? Raider IO does at least.
It does.
But,
and besides that, if you brought me into the key because I was 3,400 last season, I would fucking brick the shit out of your key because I don't know these dungeons and I don't care to learn them. So
I don't know if that's
That's just a comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that's true. I don't know if the comment is as accurate, but whatever. I get it. I'm not gonna go around looking at people's IO score from last season though.
That's because we have the benefit of many people to do keys with. So
not today. I had to do it all
it really
myself.
is just about like find a community. Just find a community. I mean, I know like our community it's tough because the whatever E-team will come together and just start doing things without y'all, but.
Yeah.
Fear and pleb and technique and whoever else. They're always
the whole reason E-team was formed and why it's called E-team is because there is an A, B, and C team that we were excluded from, and so we're gonna need an F team.
That's revisionist history there, but yeah, I get your point.
Not revisionist history.
We were definitely the first team that was on the Discord. We were the first. We weren't running keys faster enough as they were, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying that there's precedent for an F team and a G team and an H team, and it'll probably be better than our teams because our team is not E team because it's good. It's just E team because we're the only ones.
Hey, we're 60th in the world, Scrap. We competed. We finished 60th.
Yeah, we're number 60. Yeah. Yep.
All right, Mohan 7273. Hi, I'm a Blizzard employee. Not even joking. What do we need to require Mohan to send us to confirm he is not joking and lying?
If he could send me some swag, that'd be great.
Yeah, send us swag, Mohan.
I want to know what role you have, and I want to know. He's been subscribed for almost a year now, so he's been watching us for a while. And every time we say, "Oh, I wish we could talk to a Blizzard employee," he's stayed quiet, right? Yeah. So Mohan, I want to know what the hell's going on. Why we haven't talked to you and had you on for an interview yet?
Yeah, Mohan, send us something from Blizzard headquarters.
Just like the janitor or something. Though.
No, I want to interview the janitor, dude.
I want to interview the janitor.
That'd be the one angle we can get some real, hey, tell us the juicy shit no one's talking. What did you find in their trash can when they fired the breast milk guy,
I was going to say, did the breast milk thing, was that accurately reported? I want to know all the details.
Janitors know the deets, dude. They got the goss.
Yeah. Send us some swag and then we'll
just post that comment and nothing else.
Well,
yeah, but I believe him.
Io gave him the eyes. He said, "Hey,
the eyes.
I've got the bedroom."
He said he'll delete those mobs for us.
Yeah, no, I believe him 100%.
Yeah, so he's not even the janitor unless he's a really high-end janitor that he's able to get into the GM
setup.
set.
I don't believe this guy at all.
No, I believe him.
Mohan, I want proof, okay? Send us a picture of you.
Send us proof.
Send it to our email, mythicdungeonleague@gmail.com.
When was the last time you checked that email?
It goes straight to my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, send it.
Jackass.
Okay.
Ziggler wants to set the record straight. I was definitely not telling you to do world quests. He's referring to the 2-hour dad. I was trying to get you to come do the events at the new temple area, which would have gotten you some probably double the items, albeit lower item level. He also said, I actually could have used my Result 20 and 21s to help you guys get the 1% mount, and you would have 100% earned it. Me doing a ton of damage wasn't going to be able to carry you through those keys. So he's saying we wouldn't be able to do the 20 and 21s. And you would had to have been able to play at the same level to time it.
I think he was saying that if we somehow timed his 20 and 21, we would have earned it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's saying he thinks we could have done that because...
Which is why he didn't push the problem. He's like, hey guys, don't worry about it. We don't need to do it.
Maybe this season we'll have the right formula.
I love that guy. He's great.
I love that guy, yeah.
Also, final note from him, Thor and Love and Thunder had to turn that shit off about 20 minutes in because I just wasn't enjoying it. I love that the Thor arc is continuing now, 3 to 4 episodes in.
Yep.
And I'm only continuing that cycle by repeating it again. All right, sleep is for the week. Quick tip on getting to Coiled Isle quicker. Set your hearth to the Isle and then use the Argentina key to get back to Silvermoon. Saves on some flight trips.
Where's there an inn at the Isle?
In the main area. Yeah.
Oh.
There's always an inn. Yeah. There's always an inn.
I like kind of.
It just doesn't look like an inn. It's like a little hut. And, you know.
Yeah.
They added a portal this last week, so.
Did they?
Oh, I don't have it. I thought you had to earn it.
You're not talking about the housing one, are you?
No, you go to your prey guy. There's a portal in the prey area.
That's not
what?
They didn't add that. It's been there the whole time. Right? It's not like I don't want to have to do pray to fucking get a portal, but yeah,
you just do some
quests. I think you just do. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna fly there every time.
As it is, I have to fucking help turtles fish. I don't need to do more shit.
You just get a portal from Silvermoon to the new area.
I like the flight. It's a nice like palate cleanser. When you log on, the first thing
it's
you do
way
is
too long. I get it in the grand scheme of what it used to be. No, it does not. And that Haywire's proved that point many times.
No, not the flight path. I mean, I actually fly over there.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a minute. Yeah. Literally takes 1 minute.
I click on the portal and I'm there.
In this day and age, Scrap, we want portals everywhere, right? Just send me to where I need to be doing my key right away. No. All right. Zing said, Zing is a friend of the pod. Starting off with some hot takes. I'm ready to hear how whale sharks are greater than 2-hour dad. Scrap, I want to take a little detour right now because this is what I was thinking about last week.
Whale sharks?
The new movie for Whale Fall, okay?
Oh.
This is a movie about a scuba diver who gets swallowed. Now it's a sperm whale, right? But this is and there's a picture that they've posted online where he gets eaten by this whale, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to say, like, this is why I think whale sharks can eat me too.
You know that sperm whales are more closely related to you than a whale shark.
Yeah, okay. I hear this shit for everything, right? You know, did you know that kangaroos are more closely related to you than, koalas? Like, it doesn't fucking mean anything. It's still a whale.
No, a whale shark is not a whale. It's a shark.
No, it looks like
a whale.
It's called a whale
shark
again,
it's
I said
the
this last
size
week.
Of a whale.
If it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck, right?
It's not a duck. Okay, so a bat and a bird are the same because they both fly around and they're the same size.
They're not the same. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying
they pose a similar threat to you.
No, I'm just saying that if there was a bat that looked like a sparrow, I would think it's a fucking bird.
Well, luckily you have somebody telling you that it's not. So sperm whale is a predatory animal, like it's the biggest predator on the planet right now.
Scrap, this movie is like my worst fucking nightmare. Look at this. A fucking squid is also fighting him. He's going like to super deep. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen. Who sat down and like wrote the screenplay? Like, why did somebody want to make this movie?
Yeah, how long can they drag out this guy being stuck in a whale? I feel like that's gonna get boring in 10 minutes.
Same way that they can drag out someone being stuck in space with Gravity, which by the way was an insanely
I like Gravity.
Yeah, it was a great movie, right? But look,
Gravity is also like an hour even. It's like a very short movie.
Do you think this is gonna be how he gets saved? Is just he waits for the helicopter's waiting, the whale comes up and he just goes, "Help me!" And that's it. They found him.
Why didn't the whale chew him? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, Scrap.
Because he's too.
Here we go.
The whale's mouth is too big. He just got sucked in.
With again a massive fucking squid.
Yeah.
Fuck that. fuck. This is the worst. This is the scariest movie I could ever
sperm
imagine.
whales don't have top teeth, so I don't think they can really chew. I think the bottom teeth are just for like crushing stuff.
Like
It's
people.
another little fact.
No, thank you.
Yep.
Zing also is hailing the return of technique, so we'll see how that pans out for you, Zing, if you ever get a chance
I
to
think
play
he's
with him.
been playing a lot. I think he's coming
He
back.
plays, but not with us.
Yeah, I told him I would heal for him. He says that sounds great, but you have to come early in the morning. I was like, that's what I see him on at night. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He's just
that
not in
means
Discord.
he was nicely saying he doesn't
Blow
want to
me
play
off.
with you.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
he was nicely avoidance.
Yeah, that's tough.
Allurin93 wanted to call out, if you're a DPS, would you have timed the key without your DPS if you got cloned twice? So, i.e., you're doing all 3 DPSs at the same time. If the answer is no, then you got carried. So,
I
Scrap.
absolutely agree with that.
No, you don't, because when we talked about carrying, you said I had to be like within 10% of the other DPS.
Within reason, 10% is a fair grace period, but like more or less, like.
What? Did
So
you just argue?
the logic, don't Lythian.
What's-
The logic is that if you can multiply yourself by 3 and still get the key done, you're not getting carried, right?
Yeah, I agree with
All right.
that.
So if I have someone who's doing 10% more DPS than me in 2 other players, right? That's a 20% distinction. And we time the key with like 5 minutes to go. Am I being carried?
Not if there's extra time, but
Oh
like
my
if
God.
it's close, I think. Allurin,
I
that's
want to
how
call
I
out.
live.
This is what
my
she
DPS
claimed was
life
carrying
by.
when we talked about the vibe building, right?
This is how I consider carrying to myself. Like if I'm in a key and I'm the last DPS and it's not close, I feel like, oh, I didn't do well enough for my team, you know? That's how I feel.
All right.
Yep.
Grunkleera 5525. Oh, is this Grunkle? No, Grunkle. Sorry, this is Grunkle. He's back. Grunkle Iro or whatever.
Uncle Iro. You have trouble with that name every week.
Well, it's because it's all mashed together. I'm like, Grunklea. Oh, there's crazy that
Grunkle
Scrapclaw
Iro.
believes in whale sharks. What's next? Going to tell us that Frank isn't a robot? Of the 4 of us,
Frank's
do
a
I feel like
robot?
I'm the robot of us?
Yeah,
I
I've
do,
seen
yeah.
and I've touched
Yeah.
a whale shark.
You got, but I'm not.
I've seen and I've touched a robot.
Yeah.
I mean, Ioski's out here egging him on by saying you got that vibe too. Ioski, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta say, none of us 3 have actually met Frank, so we don't even know if he's real. He could be an AI
He's a
man.
robot. He's a robot. He's not real.
Mm-hmm.
He's not real. He's
I
a VTuber.
I'm gonna open an MDL sheet that says, "How poorly do the 3 of you treat me when we go to?" Are you guys gonna
The
wind
answer's
me
gonna
up?
be very
Who's gonna judge that?
me.
Technique.
Frank probably. Oh,
Yeah,
technique.
no, Frank's gonna definitely think he's treated poorly.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
I'm
of-
gonna be,
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking
gonna
of
be
being
the
treated,
nicest guy.
no, you won't. Speaking of
I
being treated
will.
poorly, Christopher Souza 8104 says this Frank guy is obnoxious as hell, and not in the ha way.
That's true.
Hold
That's
on.
true.
Look at the
I
AI
agree with that guy.
response. Sorry to hear that. I'll try to be less obnoxious in
No,
the future.
no. I appreciate the feedback, even if it's not the kind I was hoping for.
That's
Right?
so fucking
This
funny.
is how
Well,
we grow.
I gotta
You just
point out
gotta.
that Frank, I put that comment in our Discord and just to say, LOL, Frank, look at this. And he said,
y-
I wish this guy was more constructive, like telling me like what he means. And I said, yeah, he did. He said not in a haha way. That's like his very
Yeah,
specific.
but look, that comment has 1 like, and you know who
It's
liked
me.
it?
It's me. I liked
The thing
it.
is that
Oh.
I feel like, because at the same time this is going on, we got Ioski this week. You were recognized. You wanted to shout out this guy?
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's shout out.
While you're pulling that up, Ioski was running with some other folks out in the world, and they recognized him, right? And this is not the first time y'all have been recognized. I don't know how maybe Lythian hasn't been as much, but like Scrap, you've been
Well,
recognized
maybe on his
multiple
cat.
times.
A couple
right?
times.
But like, you guys are getting recognized. I'm getting shit on in the comments. Am I the Tettles of our podcast?
Well, I think also because we just call you Frank, we don't call you like Frankenberry, right? Like,
Yeah.
and Ioski is like that's
You
his
were
full
recognized on your
government
fucking
name.
Braylene.
But Scrapclaw is my BNet name, you know. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they
know.
didn't friend you to know that.
I don't know how you would see that. I
It
don't
was
know.
a CYN Cindy K. Shout out to Cindy K for recognizing me. He tanked a murder row. I think it was the 10 that got me my portal. So
Nice.
thanks for tanking that 10 and doing a great job.
Yeah, and Cindy K, will you offer that same courtesy to me and get me a 10 murder row?
And me, that'd be great.
And Lythian, yes.
But yeah, I don't. What is the Tettles
Lythian,
like the guy
No one
that
recognized him?
Tettles is the
no
guy
one
that everyone
recognized?
says has the worst takes in WoW, right?
He's obnoxious,
yeah,
but
that's
in a
you.
haha way.
That's a
He's haha.
distinction.
Frank's not haha.
Yeah, Frank's not haha. Yeah, Tettles is
got it,
obnoxious in an
got it.
enjoyable way. Frank is not enjoyable.
Yeah.
in
Because
his
I don't
obnoxiousness.
watch any Tettle stuff, so I don't understand the reference. But
Yeah.
I agree, I guess.
Lithian, what do I got to do to not be obnoxious as hell?
Huh?
What do I need to do to not be obnoxious as hell?
Stop being a
what's this guy's
robot.
name? Christopher Souza. Can you leave in the comments what he should do to be less obnoxious? Maybe.
No, everyone that wants to have an opinion on this matter this week in our comments, give the bullet list of everything I need to do.
Watch.
I've only got 3 weeks until BlizzCon.
Literally, or how to be obnoxious in a haha way. That would be an improvement.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Haha
thinking.
way would be okay.
I'll take that
Huge
too.
improvement.
Not haha.
Yeah.
Not haha.
All right.
You gotta break out the posse jar, dude.
Yeah, well, I had a real struggle with this week. All right, Lythian, what do you care about this week?
You know what I care about? I'm going to tell you guys, this is the point of the year where I get really excited because football is coming back, right? And at the start of every season, you get really optimistic about your team and you think like, I ask, he's probably like, the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. And he's an idiot and he's wrong. But this is that time of the year where everyone's excited about their team. You're watching some preseason games. You're looking at the trades and everything. And the 49ers are looking, they're looking pretty good. I know that power station is going to hurt all of them and they'll all be broken by the time the season starts. But for now, I'm super excited about that. And I get
Lythian, you need to make an MDL sheet that predicts how many players will be injured this season and
There's
see if
already
we can.
people getting hurt. That power station is terrible, man. I don't know what that thing is pumping out, but it's killing everybody. I'm telling you. But no, I'm excited about that.
But isn't preseason completely worthless in predicting how things will go for the season?
You can see how like they got a new receiver that Stribble is looking. Stribble, that's his name. Who's looking pretty good. You get to see some of the players that are. Yeah, some of the third string, whatever, but third receiver, third linebacker, whatever. If they're doing really good, there's a chance that injuries won't kill the team this year. Like the 49ers problem is they're a bunch of geriatrics. Debo, they're like, Debo's back. Debo's also old as hell and busted. I
love Scrap nodding along to this, by the way. Yes, I
don't know what we're talking about. I'm just nodding.
We turned into a football podcast, Scrap.
But
this is what I do in football. I just nod. To football.
Yeah, and that's all you should do. That's all you should do. Just nod.
Yep.
Just nod.
I ask you, do you have a rebuttal to the 49ers?
No, I mean, they always seem to have a lot of injuries, but they always seem to make some deep runs. So maybe they'll do it again.
You going to the Bills' new stadium this year?
Probably won't get to a game this year. I can't imagine the tickets will be in a decently priced at all, but we'll see. Probably not though.
The tech that they use to build that stadium though sounds pretty cool. I mean, I'm more interested in the engineering of it.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I know that locally there's been some controversy because there's a couple like obstructive views, but that might have been like blown out of proportion. I'm not 100% sure.
I got an obstructed view ticket at a Commanders game, and it was truly 100% obstructed.
You couldn't see it.
There's like this pillar right in front of the chair, and I'm like, why is there a chair?
Why did they put a chair there? Yeah.
But, when I go to the game, I'm always wondering.
I'd rather
walk
wander
around.
Yeah, I'd rather
find
like the beer zone or whatever.
We do a lot of like Nats games. Would you ever go to a Nats game, Lythian? Up in DC?
Nah.
No,
Not,
okay, never mind.
not yet. Maybe one
So
day.
the tickets are really cheap in the dead of summer because it's like hot as
Oh
fuck.
yeah.
And they have like full sun seats. I mean, they're like $30 a pop. And me and my sister get them, and we just like walk around and eat, and then we go down to the bar where you can sit, and we watch the game a little bit, and then we get bored and we leave. But it's fun.
Let me know when you guys go. I'll go.
I like
Yeah,
that.
It's something you
over.
can support in the sports podcast we will rebrand ourselves into.
I like that.
Really watch
Scrap
baseball.
and her sister just for fun will just go to a baseball game because it's like $30.
The food is great.
No, because it's fun. Like the food's really fun, and there's a lot to see. Like they run the presidents, like at a Nats game, that their mascot is like 4 presidents, and then they make them run around the field. It's and there's like shops and stuff. It's fun.
She likes what you don't see on TV.
Yeah, yeah, they'll have the little kid throw the ball. I like that part.
I was gonna say she likes. She doesn't like anything they do show on TV, right?
Yeah, no, she doesn't like that stuff
I think
on
baseball
TV.
is very boring.
I agree with you.
What about Banana Ball?
I've never seen Banana Ball.
Banana Ball. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
It's like
it's cool for like but it's like cool for like 10 minutes where you're like, oh shit, that was a really cool catch that guy did. And again, in fairness, he does it like maybe once and it's on Sports Center and you're like, okay, cool, I got to see something really cool. But like being there in person, seeing the little ant catch the ball in a crazy way, like that's not as cool as it sounds. And the allure wears off very quickly. Very quickly.
Oh,
it's an
Frank is a fun hater. I tell you.
I will. That's my obnoxious as hell in a non-haha way going. But like,
yeah, that's not improving.
I do not understand the appeal of Banana Ball.
Not haha at all.
Not haha.
Not haha at all.
Yeah.
I ask you, how the Bills gonna do?
I bet they're gonna overachieve my expectations. I think I predicted them to go 9-8, so I'm sure they're gonna go like 13-4 and losing the AFC Championship game per usual.
It's all good.
Or losing the divisional round. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Our offensive coordinator of the past few seasons is our head coach now, and supposedly he was play calling more conservatively because that's what our old coach wanted, and at least in preseason it looks like we've been a little more vertical, so excited to see if that actually means anything or if it's just preseason, and in the regular season if he's just going to go back to calling screens on 3rd and 6s. So we'll see we'll see how that works out.
I will say this is also a sign that summer is getting ready to come to a close.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So,
I like summer.
I went to Cody's. So Cody is a friend of mine personally, and he, jumps into our Discord every time to them. I went to his 40th birthday party on Friday. Now, again, in North Carolina, where I live currently, I haven't felt, I guess, the weight of humidity recently. I felt it when I went to South Carolina for July 4th, but
yeah,
and it wasn't that hot Friday night. But I got there, and all my friends from high school, all the parents of the friends from high school were there. And they're like, I haven't seen some of these people in 20 years. And I'm just like trying to like make sure I don't look like a fool. And I'm just pouring in fucking sweat.
Yeah.
Fuck the fucking humidity.
Yeah.
Is the humidity higher up there? Is that the issue?
Oh, down in South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina and Atlanta. It's just like
he's much taller.
Oh,
than
for me,
everybody.
you're an idiot.
Maybe it's
you're an idiot. Yes, it is.
It's more humid up there. Okay, I get it. That's funny.
In a haha way.
Yeah, that's Lythian. That's very haha of you to point out.
Obnoxious.
Lythian, it was obnoxious, but in a haha way.
I was demonstrating the haha way of doing it.
Yeah, right.
And now I'm hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts otherwise? Lythian, you want to finish up? Any last thoughts?
Oh no, I'm having fun right now again. I'm happy that we're all doing keys together. When it's time to get serious though, we need to get our comp straight and figure out,
the wheel is dead.
Listen.
What our actual goals are.
No more comp changes. Let's start with that.
No.
That's the first goal.
What I mean by that is we need to start to build the synergy to do more things down the road.
I think I need to start power healing because I need to shake these vultures off of my spot. Because Haywire was like, I want her spot when she quits. Aya wants my spot when I quit. I gotta clear these vultures off. Like I'm gonna keep my spot. Like you have to.
Good for you though. Good for you.
Yep.
No,
keep it.
I admire the little gumption there you got. But
yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's fun.
All right. Any other words, Scrap?
Nope, I'm done.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to seeing the whole raid next week.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And you can
And
watch
getting
us
all
on
our
Twitch to
10s
see how Scrap does. I ask any last words?
Yeah, this weekend, Buddy the Unicorn comes out. Looking
Oh my
forward to
God.
that.
Dude, forget that movie. Coyote versus Acme's coming out.
Oh, that's coming out too. Yeah, I'm interested in that too.
Oh, I'll watch that.
I am so excited about that.
And me and my buddy have been playing more Big Walk, and I've been enjoying
we need
that,
to-
so that's a
Frank,
good game.
no, Frank.
Oh.
Darren asked me when, like, 2 days ago. He was like, "Ask Frank when we're gonna finish Big Walk." I was like, "Frank's on vacation. I don't know when we're gonna finish Big Walk."
No, we can
So
play.
We need to do
We'll take a day. We'll take a day or
like
two.
Wednesday maybe
Yeah.
or Friday.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
because he
How
wants
about
to play more Big Walk.
Friday after 2 hour? You guys.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because
We-
Friday
no.
he can stay up later.
Well, and we can do it Saturday. We got all. Oh no, we can't because we record on pod on Saturday. But yeah, I get it. I mean, we can do it tomorrow night for all I care. But yeah, I get it.
Now we gotta
Oh.
get the communities their 10s.
Yeah, we gotta do the 10s for
Community
Yo, okay.
keys. Yeah, I mean you gotta do it. I'll step out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Io can Haywire can vulture
No,
my spot.
Unfortunately, you're a healer, so you can't ever step out.
Suddenly, there's so many healers who want to heal all of a sudden, so it's fine.
All right. Well, we got 2 more episodes before BlizzCon. I don't think there's anything else to add. I'm hoping that we
Nope.
have some really cool news.
What number
This is 97.
So 98, 99, 100. Okay.
Yep.
Got
we
it.
got 98, 99 before we go. 99 will literally be like 2
I did.
days before we fly out.
Oh my god.
So I'm very curious to see. Maybe what I need to do is go on like MMO Champ and see if they have any leaks that they, how they always have these terrible leaks that are so fucking outrageous. No one's ever going to believe it. Love to look
Yep.
at some of those with y'all. But until then, hopefully we have some really cool stuff to talk about before BlizzCon. And then of course BlizzCon comes and then we'll take 16 weeks off before we do another episode. But
Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
good.
until that time comes, that's episode 97 and checking out. Have a great week. We'll see you in the keys.
See you guys.
Bye.